as a reminder to turn off my notifications. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Hi, Della Donna. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Hi, YouTube. Hi, Twitch. Welcome, everybody. So glad to have you guys all here today. Thank you so much. Fix my hair. Things flopping over. Yeah, what you see is what y'all get. Hey. All right, who's ready for Diava Smackdown song? Who's ready? Here we go. She signs on every day waiting for MAGA to enter the door. With a this and a that and a sheepish grin. Look out, MAGA, she's about to begin. She's got moxie, it runs through her soul. She's the queen of SmackDown, yeah, it's a role. She invites the MAGA to challenge a fight. Careful where you tread, cause she's got body. Come see Diana, a crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong, she's a force to see. Diana is the badass for SmackDown queens. MAGA tries to argue, but they have no wit. Diana hit them with facts when they start talking shit. Your logic's a mess, your facts are weak. Go step aside, boo, I've got truth to speak. She's got a heart of gold, but a force of steel. Don't ever talk over her, cause she'll make you squeal. From Twitter to TikTok, she's roaming the streets. Diana's got game, and she's hard to beat. See Diana, a crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong, she's a force to see. Diana is the badass of SmackDown queens. She's got a megaphone and a platform to preach. Running her show in the TikTok streets. Equality for all and respect for her crew. Come meet Sir Val and Gemma the Jewel. With maggots in the corner, looking kind of small as they stumble over word and begin the free fall. Diava delivers the end game stunner. She says, oh, look, we have a fighter. Diava, a crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong. She's a force to see. Diana is the badass of SmackDown queens. So raise up our glasses and give her a follow. Come see her make all the MAGA twits swallow. With her wit and her wisdom, she's got game. Diava's a legend, and we all know her name. Stop being so emotional. Thank you to Hey Jude for my awesome theme song. Thank you, Rhea. That song is available in the Spotify store. If you want to download it, it's called Diava Smackdown. Let me bring up my backup account, and we're going to dig right into our conversations. So if you're in the box waiting, hang tight just one more second. I'm going to bring up my backup account. Thank you, Salty. Thank you, everybody. Make sure you hit the little orange heart next to my name up there. It only costs you 1 coin, but it helps in the payout in the algorithm for some reason. So they want everybody hitting that little join my team button. All right. Get on with our. There we go. I just am joining with my backup account right now, and then we'll get started. Thank you guys for being patient. Thank you for the little heart me's. I appreciate you guys so much. All right, got my backup account in the queue. Let me bring it up, and then I'll bring up our first guest who's been patiently waiting. Thank you, Rocco, for waiting. Just give me one more moment. I bring up my backup account here. All right, make sure everybody's following my backup account there at the bottom of the screen. I'm going to go ahead and bring up our first guest. Please only request up if you vote for Donald Trump. I am only looking for Trump voters at this time for the next couple of hours. Then I'll bring up Harris supporters the last hour. Rocco, hi, did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, how old are you and what state did you vote in? New Jersey, and I'm 18 years old.
What year were you born?
2006.
Okay.
You have any questions for me, or is that it?
Well, I just asked those TikTok terms of service. I just have to ask your age.
No,
Do you not agree with the background? I'm assuming
yes,
not.
I think MAGA are people know what they're talking about and know what they're voting for.
Okay. You voted for the stock market to crash?
No, I voted for the man to get rid of the illegal immigrants, and the man was going to make America great again. That's what I voted for.
How is he going to make America great again?
By buying Greenland, buying Canada, and owning the Gaza Strip. That's how he's going to make America great again.
So, taking land that doesn't belong to us?
Buying it, yeah.
He didn't say buying it.
He said he's willing to buy Greenland.
He didn't say buy it.
He said buy it.
He said he said he's not even ruling out military force. He's not talking about buying it.
He said he's willing to buy it.
Where did he say that? Can you give me a source where he said he was willing to buy it? No, I don't do trustmebro.com. Go. You have Google in your hand. Go get me a source where he said he was willing to buy it. Go ahead. I'll wait. I have all day. And FYI, that's not why you voted for him, because he never talked about Greenland, he never talked about Canada, and he never talked about developing the Gaza Strip on the campaign trail, not one single solitary time. So that's a lie. At least that part's a lie. I do have a job. Drew, I do have a job. You're looking at it, boo. I educate and I entertain every single day on TikTok. This is my job. Thank you. Jealousy isn't cute on any of you. Don't hate.
Yeah, I found that BBC Trump believes he will get Greenland.
And where does it say he said he would buy it with money?
I click on the article and you'll read it for yourself.
Can you BBC? What's the name of the article?
Trump believes he will get Greenland, and there it says he's going to buy it or whatever, something along the lines of that.
No, not something along the lines of. Did he say he would be willing to buy it?
Yes, he says he's willing to buy it.
Okay, so you didn't, number one, you didn't vote for him for that because he never mentioned that on the campaign trail one single solitary time. Not once. He never used the word Greenland. He never said the word Canada. And he never said the word of developing the Gaza Strip. So that's not why you voted for him. So that right there is a lie. Right there. Second.
What?
How is he going to make America great again? You didn't get no tax on tips. You didn't get no tax on overtime. You didn't get no tax on Social Security. Groceries are not cheaper. Your electric bill has not been cut in half. Those are the things he actually ran on. He said your housing would be cheaper. Is your housing cheaper? All of the things he actually ran on, he hasn't done one of. Not one. Not one.
Well, he's still going to make America great.
So, yeah, how?
Yeah, I'll tell
how?
You. See the way he talks to the governor of Maine.
No, and guess what she said? And guess what she said? She said, "Fuck you," because she's like, "I don't give a shit. I'll see you in court, bitch. I'll see you in court, bitch," is what she said.
Do you want a man in your bathroom, lady? Do you want a man in your bathroom? You want me to come in your bathroom and watch you pee? You want me to do that?
Okay, if you're gonna be no. If you're gonna be a nasty fucking bigot, you're gonna turn your camera on, or you're gonna move on to a different subject because you're not gonna be a bigot without showing your face. You can't turn on your camera. You don't have enough followers because nobody else gives a shit what you have to say. So would you like to move on to a different topic? Because you're not talking about that. I'm telling you right now, you're not talking about that. You're not.
Well, that's why I voted for him.
Then piss off because you're a disgusting, filthy, nasty, inhumane human being who I hope gets. I hope you get everything you voted for times 10. Get the fuck off my live. If you're gonna come up here and be a bigot, transphobic, homophobic asshole, you're gonna turn your camera on, show the whole world your face. You are not gonna come up here and be a bigot on my live and not show your face. If you're going to be loud and proud, you're going to show your whole damn face. You're not going to sit behind a keyboard, not show your face, and talk that nasty shit. Nobody gives a shit. Only Trump supporters are obsessed with other people's genitalia. None of the rest of us care. You do you, boo. Not on my. Don't have nothing to do with me. Scott, did you vote for Trump?
I'm turning my camera on so you can see my face.
Oh my God, thank you. Or maybe not. I don't know.
Maybe not. What do you mean by that?
Nothing. Do you know how to turn your camera on?
I just did.
Yeah, but we can't see you. You have to hit save.
Oh, okay. I didn't hit save. I apologize.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so you're coming on camera so you can be a bigot. Okay. Okay. 54? Okay.
I voted for Trump.
Okay.
I love to watch you liberals cry.
Nobody's crying.
You wouldn't be here if you were. The Democrats voted down the no tax on tips.
Can you show me where that vote is, please? Can you get me a source?
You know the source already.
Nope. That's not how this works. Trustmebro.com does not work. So you can go ahead and tell me where it is because it didn't even get into the package. So it wasn't voted down.
You're a delusional.
No, I just have facts on my side. So I need you to tell me where show me. It would be in congress.gov. It would be on an official. No. You have Google in your hand. You go look it up and you come and tell me what source it is, what the number was, the House bill resolution, the legislation, the number. All of them have numbers. Which Democrats voted it down. Go ahead.
You're a total liar.
Then prove me wrong. Go get it and tell me where it is.
Look it up.
No, sir. You made the claim. You look it up. You made the claim, so you have to tell me where you found that source from. Where you found that from. Because if you're just listening to Newsmax or OAN or Fox News or whoever it is, they're telling you their opinion and they just lie to you on a daily basis. I need you to tell me what's the name of the bill. What's the bill number? What's the bill number? No, you made the claim, so you do have to do the work. Yeah, the burden is always on the person that's making the claim, so that's on you. That's on you.
You would be delusional.
Scott, you're getting very emotional. You're getting very emotional. So let's calm down. Let's calm down. Let's use our big boy pants.
I'm not upset.
Yeah, just you need to calm down. Everybody, TikTok started a flash goal of the little roses. If you want to fill me up, I'd appreciate you. Thank you. I looked it up. Okay, I looked it up. It doesn't exist. So where's your source? There was no vote. There was no vote. I just looked it up. There was no vote. There was no vote on no tax. There was no vote. There was no vote. There was no vote on no tax on tips. So I looked it up. You told me to look it up. It's not there. So now tell me where you saw it.
See, you just like to mute me because you know I'm telling the truth.
No, I need you to provide me a source. No. I see. Unfortunately for you, I don't let people pivot. If you're going to make a claim, you have to be able to back up your claim. That's how the real world works. That's and US.gov is not a fucking source. Okay, it's not. Doesn't even exist. US.gov is not a source. Okay, hold on. Let's go. Okay, shh. It's not me, boo. I'm looking on my computer. US.gov does not exist. So if you could give me a valid source, that would be awesome.
You know what? If I gave you another valid source,
it's not a source. US.gov is not.
You are a libtard. You have no.
I know, honey. I know, Pawpaw. You need listen. I just typed in US.gov.
You're was delusional.
That's not a website. Okay? It's not a website. Okay? You're just wrong. Are you talking about congress.gov? House of U.S. House of Representatives.gov? Those are actual websites, honey bun. It's not us.gov.
Look it up.
I just did. I just got bananaed. I just got banned. This is so stupid. They said I was bullying and harassing him because I wouldn't let him lie and because I made him give me a source. I appealed it. Let's see how it goes. So stupid. I'll go up on my 2.0. I know, I was not. I was just saying, no, it's not a source. It's not a source. There's no way on God's green earth I could have been, but that could have been construed as bullying and harassing. Because I wouldn't let him give me a fake website. This is stupid. I did absolutely nothing wrong. I'm so over TikTok. Yeah, bullying and harassing. Well, because I won't let him lie to me and tell me a source that doesn't exist. It's so stupid. I know, right, Wolfie? They didn't appeal they didn't approve my appeal. So let me send this to my agent real quick and have her get working on it. This is so dumb. I get so mad when they take us down for nothing. When we get bullied and harassed constantly. You send her my photos. All right, I'm going to go up on my 2.0 account. I'm going to go up on my 2.0 account since I just got clapped on this one. Because TikTok is fucking stupid. I literally hadn't even done anything yet. I just barely started talking to him and I told him it wasn't a source. I told him it wasn't a source. Yes, how evil of me. How insidious and evil that is for me to tell him that's not a source. I'm going to go up on my 2.0, guys, but give me a second. This is so dumb. At least it was only for one day, but it was just so annoying. Last time they I won my appeal overnight, so I'll probably be back on my main tomorrow because I wasn't really doing anything. So if anyone actually takes a look at it, they know I didn't do what they said I did. All right, I just went live on my 2.0. Yeah, they constantly bully me, constantly. constantly bully me. All right. I am back live on my TikTok 2.0 account. Come on, find me on my TikTok 2.0 account. I'm on my 2.0 account for the next day. So silly. So silly. That's why I told you guys to be following me on my 2.0. I know, right? I literally didn't say anything. I literally wasn't doing anything other than telling him that there was not, that wasn't, US.gov is not a source. That's all. And holding his feet to the fire. Yes. It's only for 24 hours, but still. He was calling me a libtard and all this stuff, and I didn't call him any names. But I get the timeout. Dow Jones ended down 2,200 points today. Holy shit. Are we winning yet? Woo! Are we winning yet? Oh, thank you, happily sober. Maybe I'll try being nicer. Maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. I am looking for Trump supporters and Trump supporters only to have a conversation with. I am on my backup account today, so let's go ahead and get some conversations up in here today. Make sure you're following my 3.0 account down there. Make sure you're following my 3.0 account down there. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Come on up. Yeah, that's crazy. If you voted for Trump, hit the guest request. I am looking for Trump supporters to have a conversation with. Everybody else should just have those hearts flying to get us on the For You page. Manure room. Why feel the need to leave a comment instead of just scroll on by? Like when I go by a MAGA live that I'm not interested in looking at, I just keep scrolling. I don't stop and engage. I just scroll by. If you'd like to have a conversation, hit the guest request button and come on up, and we'll have a chat. But if you don't like my channel or my content, just keep scrolling. It's okay. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Yes, I'm on my 2.0 account for the next 24 hours. I do have my agent is working on my agent's working on getting it reversed, but sometimes it takes TikTok a while to. Okay, mods, if you have requested up the Trump supporters that are in there chirping in the comment section, if you're inviting them up and they do not come up, go ahead and mute them from the chat. They should be in the chat guest request box wanting to talk to me. Because only Trump supporters are allowed in the box right now, so only Kamala supporters should be allowed in the comments. That's only fair. The TikTok ban has been extended for 75 more days. So yay, we get to do this all over again. So if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Trump supporters don't want to get in your box. Oh, in real life, you mean? Because no, yeah. That's instant birth control. Absolutely not. No. They couldn't find it anyway, right, Mama Bear? Immediately no. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Come on up. Let's have a conversation. I am looking for conversations today. I had 2 Venmo payments come in while right as I was getting the 24-hour timeout. So let me just say thank you to these 2 that popped through. Hopefully you guys are all. Hopefully you people you guys that are donating to me are in here, because I really hate to say thank you if you're not in here. To Andrea, thank you for the $2 Venmo. Scott is lying, or he would provide a source. Love you, Diva. Thank you. Yes, exactly. Twilight Goddess, thank you for the $2. Did the last guest just admit to watching people pee in bathrooms? Yeah, that's kind of what he said, but that's okay, because Trump supporters are very obsessed with genitalia, so kind of tracks. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button up there. If you do not come up, you're going to get muted. You're going to get muted. If you voted for Donald Trump, and you're trying to just stay in the cheap seats, then you're going to get muted. You need to be up in the payment. You need to be up in the box talking to me. So if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Thank you, Chris. So if you voted for Trump, come on up. There's a bunch of Trump supporters in here, but not a single one of them will come up here and talk to me. And that's either because A, they regret their vote, or 2, they don't know how to defend what the hell's happening. The economy crashing, no cheaper groceries, no cheaper housing, no cheaper electricity, no cheaper everything. Everything they voted for, they didn't get. They're not getting any of it. Peter, did you vote for Trump?
Yep.
How old are you? What state did you vote in?
I'm in my 50s in Tennessee.
Okay. Did you want to respond to my background, something I said, or what did you want to say?
Oh, what is about more? Well, you could have done that. You could have put the same thing up there for Biden's little experiment that went horribly wrong. But anyway.
What experiment was that?
Him being president.
That was an experiment. We elected him to do that. What do you mean his little experiment? Because that makes no sense.
Well, you can actually and honestly thank the FBI for him being president.
What?
Yeah, because if the FBI would have been truthful about his kid's laptop, he would have never got elected. But because of
that was after. That was way after. That was after. What are you talking about?
Never got elected.
That's not true, dude.
Never got elected.
Can you please tell me when? Can you tell me when the House of Representatives started investigating the Hunter Biden laptop situation in response to Joe Biden?
It was during the right before the election, and the FBI said,
No. Okay, I'm gonna have to just mute you, because you're just spreading nothing but complete and utter misinformation. You couldn't possibly be more wrong. It was the House Republicans that were not there before he was elected. Okay? It was not there before he was elected. They took 18 months of a rabid investigation trying to tie Hunter Biden to Joe Biden somehow. For almost 2 years, they were like rabid dogs going after, trying to tie Joe Biden to it. And they finally had to give it up because they had zero evidence. They found nothing. And they're if you remember, they had a smoking gun, right? They had the person who was going to blow the lid off the whole Hunter Biden laptop thing, right? And the next day, the guy was arrested because he was a Russian spy, and he's sitting in prison to today. Okay, so they still have nothing. They've never had nothing. So Joe Biden had nothing to do with Hunter's laptop. And if you still believe that, I fear you're just too far gone.
So
that you don't live in reality.
Was it Russian disinformation?
That's not what the report said.
coming out.
No, and I'm trying to tell you, the report said it had all the earmarks of Russia propaganda, because that's how it read. And it said it had all the earmarks of Russia propaganda. That's what the report said. It had earmarks.
Then how come they wouldn't allow any of the FBI agents that signed the thing that said yes it was to come and testify? They wouldn't let them do it. They wouldn't let the agents come in and testify.
Where does it say they wouldn't let agents come in to testify?
It was all over when they asked them.
No. When?
When they tried to subpoena them and they said no.
FBI had. That's
Republicans themselves didn't subpoena their own supposed witnesses.
No, they subpoenaed the FBI people, that the 50 liars that said, it's Russian disinformation, and we all know now that it is not.
That's not what it said. That's not what it said. It said it had all the earmarks of Russia propaganda.
The Democrats never used the word earmarks. You saw them on every Sunday talk show.
What did you end up getting?
It's Russian disinformation.
You didn't even end up getting
impeached. And Russia has interfered in our elections. That's already been proven as well. And everyone in the whole fucking world got tariffs except for who, RC Dubs? Who? Wait, no, Peter. No. You're going to listen. Everyone in the whole world got tariffs placed on them except who?
Russia.
Surprise, surprise. Give me a break, Peter. Give me a break, man.
They spent 18 months and all they found was more Russian operatives that got arrested. But who didn't get arrested?
Joe Biden.
After he left, Hunter Biden didn't get arrested for anything related to what he was being investigated for by Congress.
Oh, well, he got it for a bunch of other shit. And then Daddy.
A bunch of other things. Name them. Name the bunch of
other
things that he actually ended up getting.
And I guess you're going to tell me the coat they found in the White House was
that could have been a Secret Service agent for all you know. It could have been Don Jr. for all you know. The nepotism in the Trump family White House, you missed your chance to show you cared about nepotism. That's when you had a chance to show you cared about nepotism. Because Hunter Biden was never in the administration. Jesus.
I dropped him because he said the word of a substance.
Did he? Oh, I missed
Yeah.
Oh, right. The Maggie, yeah.
I'm not getting I'm on my 2.0. I got my main account on a timeout for 24 hours. I'm on my backup account. I'm not going to keep getting.
I swear, the stubbornness. We're paying for their inability to admit they were wrong. That's what we're suffering through.
Yep.
And that's his problem, too. Trump won't admit that what he's doing is wrong, so he'll double down on it and make everything worse. And then, if he manages to get any deals, so-called deals, they'll basically be the same as what we already had in place, and he'll call it a victory, but we would have lost, what, $4 trillion? Yay.
They'll never see it. They are brainwashed. There is no other word. You're watching the stock market tank, crash. Every economist says we are going to be in a recession, if not a depression. Like, it is really as bad as it can be. Like, it is as bad as it can be. And they're just like, nuh-uh.
Preventable and self-inflicted. Predictable and preventable. The fact that they're not all wearing neck braces from the whiplash of going, but what about prices? High prices, to now saying it's okay. High prices are fine. I pay more.
Short-term pain for long-term gain. But in October of 2024, last year, I don't care what Trump has done. I just need my groceries cheaper. I don't care if he's got the felonies. I just need my groceries cheaper. I just can't afford to live under Bidenomics. I can't afford my groceries. And if I heard eggs or milk one more time, I would have just pulled my own eyeballs out. I can't afford this under Joe Biden. I have to vote for Trump. Now they're like, yeah, everything's going to be more expensive, but it's going to be worth it in the long run. So fucking disgusting and hypocritical.
If everything went perfectly, sure, maybe in 5 to 10 years.
Gobslob, I'm not bringing you up. You will have less than 10 followers, and usually you're bots or you just come up and slur. So everybody else, I'd like to see the hearts flying. And if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. We should be at least by 50K by now. That's the only way we're going to stay on the For You page in order to have conversations. So make sure you guys keep on making those hearts fly for me. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Oops, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, I've been seeing a new tactic of them. They want to pretend that they want to unify, and what they're really trying to do is prevent us from criticizing the current situation.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Can we just all work together? Make
Nope.
things better. Can we just work together? And then I asked them, did you work with Biden?
Nope.
Would you work with Biden now if this was Biden? Fuck no.
Oh, where did the Trump supporter go? Oh, the truth. Oh, come back. Did you get scared of something we said? Yeah, MAGA's too dangerous. We can't kumbaya with those people. They're dangerous. They're violent. They have no empathy.
Well, somebody last night, in the middle of within 30 seconds of having said, well, we all just need to work together. Can't we just work together? I said, did they work with Biden? And he goes immediately, why should they?
Exactly. Right? So why should we work with a fascist? Not going to happen.
Right. You want us to capitulate. You don't want to work together.
No.
You want us to capitulate. It's like Democrats basically fixed two disasters. Obama fixed the W disaster without Republicans. Biden fixed Trump's disaster without Republicans. I mean, they spent their 2 years of House control focusing on Hunter Biden. And
Yep.
what did they get at?
What did the American people get?
We knew we were going to get nothing.
I know, but I'm saying they were there for 2 years, $175,000 a year each, and they did nothing. Except for they named a couple of post offices. And
I mean, the guy that I asked last night, well, how did they help Biden with the inflation you're complaining about? Well, why should they? Because that's their job. Yeah, like, if you guys are going to complain about a policy or complain about something that's happening and you don't have a solution or a suggestion on how to fix it, then all you're doing is pointing at the problem. Pointing at a problem does not solve it. So if Republicans had a bright idea Biden should have signed, don't you think it would have been good politics to pass it and then say, look, here's something that would work for the American people and the president won't sign it? That's what used to happen.
yeah. What I find curious, do you remember all the talk about Joe Biden looking at his watch or
Oh, God, yeah.
doing something else?
Right. Stock
Guess who
tank.
went to a golf dinner over going to the dignified transfer of the U.S. troops' bodies? Who went to Mar-a-Lago instead of going to attend the dignified transfer of the bodies of the soldiers that were on a training mission in Lithuania? Instead, he went to Florida to watch a Saudi-funded LIV golf tournament at his own course. So while the economy's burning, stock market's crashing, we have soldiers' bodies being returned back home, and this fucker is out there golfing. Golfing. I see where his priorities are. How many times do we people get up here and be like, Biden didn't go to the transfer. He looked at his watch. At least he was there. Didn't he go and pay respect because he happened to look at his watch for 2 seconds? Y'all crucified him. Crucified him. And now this guy goes golfing and doesn't even attend the dignified transfer. And you guys are like, yeah, he's went golfing.
That's what I mean about I can't trust anything they say. Everything they say is performative or selective outrage.
Well, they're hypocrites.
On a minimum.
He was
So why
too
should I trust
busy.
anything they say?
Did Vance go?
I'm sorry, that was a mistake.
Okay.
How to get out.
Nope, I got you. Yeah, it was Bo's watch. That's probably why he was looking at it. I'm sure that's why. Because he had Bo's watch on, and he's probably like, "Give me strength, son." So if you go to, I mean, but this is what the whole thing is. They were so outraged that he looked at a watch. And now, but this guy doesn't go at all. Crickets. Crickets. They're nothing but hypocrites. Period. They're just hypocrites.
They look for any kind of opportunity where they can make noise, but they don't really care about these things.
No, they don't. Just like they don't care about babies or kids because they don't care if they get unalived in school. They don't care about kids. They care about controlling women. Luscious, did you vote for Trump?
Did I vote for Trump?
Yes.
Absolutely not. No.
Oh, okay. I'm just looking for Trump supporters right now until 6 p.m. Eastern, and then I bring up Harris voters. But just until 6 p.m., I'm only bringing up friendlies. So I bring up Trump voters from 4 to 6, and then from 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern, I bring up anybody. So friendlies. I've been having people that are running for office come up on my lives and come up and say where they're from, their states, their. So I want this to be a place where people that are also running for office can come and talk.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Yeah.
A few people running
for office.
Seat on TikTok now.
And I want them to know they're always welcome on mine.
The more exposure, the better.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we need to turn out. You know, if you're going to vote in the primaries for your most progressive or whoever you want as the candidate, but show up in the general. 36% of registered voters didn't turn out to vote.
Just didn't vote. James Reagan, I'll take your bet. Come up.
Like 3% of those turn out for Kamala and we win. And then we're not in this mess.
Yep.
The apathy and cynicism, I understand to a point.
The protest voters is what got me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, he wants to turn Gaza into a luxury resort. So your protest vote didn't do nothing.
Well, now they're scared to protest because they might be deported, which is what we warned them about.
Yep. Freedom of speech.
Yeah.
James, you said you would bet me. You said you would give me $1,000 if I could tell you how the government's being run by morons, and I requested you come up, and you're just sitting here.
Does it look like it's being run competently?
Thank you, Tara, for muting James. Now the only way he can have a voice is here is if he comes up and asks his question up here.
What does no masks in protesting mean?
No, wear masks if you're going to go protest. Rule number 1. Sandy, you're going to come up or you're going to be muted. I just invited you, so if you don't come up, I'm muting you from the chat. You keep saying the most ridiculous things down there, and then yet you won't come up here and say it with your whole chest. They wear a mask when they kidnap people off the streets. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up.
They seem a bit more skittish these days.
They are. Would you like to try to have to defend this shit? I'm not mad I lost. You lost too still.
Like they put themselves in a position to have to defend him.
What did you win?
They think he was going to be quiet. I mean, what did they think was going to happen? You put him back in place. We have to talk about it.
If he would have gone away like you said he was going to, we would all have been very happy. He said, if I don't win this election, you'll never hear from me again.
You lost more than we did. Americans lost because of Trump.
Everyone.
Every single one of us has lost them already. And it was self-inflicted, preventable, predictable. I mean, this is why people were, what's a tariff after he wins?
What did you win still? I'm going to invite you one more time. If you don't come up, you're getting muted. You're not supposed to be in the comment section. Only Trump supporters are allowed on the panel. So the comment section's for Kamala supporters. So if you voted for Trump, you should be up talking to us, not abusing people with your words.
Plus, I think if any of them that I talk to say, Trump won, I'm going to say, okay, fine. Biden won in 2020 fairly. Admit that. Then we can talk. Goes both ways. If you want us to accept that Trump won, you have to go back and accept that 2021 Biden won. I don't want to hear this bullshit.
Because Trump supporters that are in here, just so you know, we are all on the Titanic, honey. Okay? We are all on the Titanic. You and me are going down with the ship. The millionaires and billionaires are going to be the ones that get the lifeboats. So you didn't win anything, okay? Just so you know, you didn't win anything.
Yeah, Hot Dogger, is it Hot Dogger? What do you think you guys did for the 4 years Biden was president? You pouted, cried, whined about prices. Oh, inflation. Biden's to blame for inflation. Trump just raised inflation.
Crashed the stock market. Look at this, Dubs. Hold on. I have another background. I was on a roll today. Is this it? Nope. Oh, that one will make you laugh as I go by.
Only the leaves were like propellers.
The penguins doing a Boston Tea Party.
Oh, that's good. I like that one. The tariff, the penguins.
No pain, no gain.
Left out Russia, but got those islands. Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, he campaigned on causing us pain for sure. I definitely remember him saying, "I'm going to increase prices, and it's going to be okay. You're going to like it."
Should that trigger him?
It should. Somebody had the Gulf of Mexico still triggers them for some reason. You put up the Gulf of Mexico and they get mad. That's not what it's called. No, sorry. It's okay, buddy. I heard him like 2 miles away. So
What did you win, B Juice? Come up here because now you're muted. You don't get to talk in my live unless you come. We're here for conversation, guys. No one goes by live to just watch it be an echo chamber of me and RC Dubs talking. We like to have conversations. So if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request and come up and talk.
I'm still on a quest to find an informed Trump voter. Just one.
I've never come across one yet.
It's a mythical creature. I understand too. It's not like all of them are incapable. I mean, if they were flat out incapable of retaining information, maybe that's one thing. But they clearly can remember things. They just choose to remember bullshit, propaganda, and conspiracies.
I think the problem is they're just dug in.
Yeah.
Like they're dug in at this point. And they cannot admit they're wrong. Their egos won't allow them to. Because they would have to admit to themselves that they were wrong or they've been duped.
Worse yet, they'd have to admit we were right.
Correct. And they can't do that. I like this one too.
Yeah.
Days without being a national embarrassment, 0.
Cut that down to hours, minutes even. It's like he's trying. I mean, I've never seen anybody seemingly try to make this country fall apart. And that's what he seems like. It's on a mission. Like, that's his purpose.
Oh, Fawn Homestead, go away. Go away. They come every single day and just say dumb shit all day long and has never come in the box. Just comes every day just to troll comments. Why? I would never follow a right-wing creator to just go into their live every day to be contrarian and just say opposite points. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. I've seen regulars for a while, like Zeus is live in the morning. He's got regulars that's all they do. They just show up for that.
I know. I watch him in the morning and I'm just like, why?
Yeah, they set their clock for him.
Like, why? I would never do that.
I would never subject myself to that. I mean, usually if I go up there, I'm just trying to disrupt their life anyway. To be honest, they don't want to let me talk, so I'm just like, whatever. I'm just gonna blow you guys up for a minute.
If you vote Samantha, get up in the box. I invited you. If Samantha continues to post, mute her. Trump supporters are only allowed in the guest box to talk.
What's he getting done, Samantha?
Carcinogenic. Why are you keep saying I'm begging? I don't understand. I literally haven't even told them that I have a Cash App or Venmo. I have said nothing. I've never asked for a single thing. Why you guys come in here and say we're begging every day? My Cash App and Venmo, nothing's even on the screen.
He named himself appropriately, though. I'll give
that. I'd asked for nothing, have I? Why do they get so butthurt when people gift us?
The only really thing that they've ever gotten out of this is that he makes us mad. They don't really I don't think they have the depth of understanding to see why. They just like it. They just like that we're upset. Liberal tears. That's all they're really getting. Supposedly, that's all they really care about, from what I can tell.
Well, and that makes them psychopaths.
Yeah.
That's what I said. There's nothing. If you're still in the MAGA party, you're either a sociopath or a psychopath. It's really one of those two things. That's really it. Aaron, thank you for the $5 Venmo for being a light in the darkness. Thank you so much. That was so sweet.
It's like they're basing their joy on the misery of others that he causes.
Like, how are they owning the libs? Like, that doesn't make sense either. What is owning a lib? What the hell does that mean?
Being mad about something is enough.
So weird. But if you do want to help support my live, I'll go ahead and put it. You're going to accuse me of grifting. I will. Here's my Cash App and Venmo on the little yellow banner. If you want to help support my live, I'd appreciate it. Cash App, Venmo, they're both spelled the same way.
DJ, why don't you come up?
Oh, God, DJ. Oh, he makes my skin crawl. No, it's okay. It's okay. If he wants to come up, we don't have anybody else coming up, but.
That's that I see in the comments, but
no, he says he has no interest in coming up here. Oh, I wonder why, DJ. He's scared of me.
If they had any kind of substance behind what they believe, they wouldn't be able to. They'd be able to hold up to scrutiny. They wouldn't fold under questioning. I mean, it's just a matter of let's just drill down a little bit into what you believe. Oh, it turns out you don't really believe in anything. Okay.
Nothing but spin, 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 excuses, excuses, excuses. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. I'm only looking for Trump supporters at this time. So if you voted for Donald Trump, you can hit the guest request button. I'll bring you right up.
Auntie M, can you stop typing that word in all caps, please? I don't know if that's good for the live. I don't think that's.
Well, no, all caps are just for mods anyway. It's how they communicate me, so I can pick them out.
That was just that word I thought was it.
Probably. You accuse others of what you do. DJ, what did I accuse you of? See, that's the whole thing, you guys. You Trump supporters sit in the comments and write cryptic stuff, but you won't get up in the box and just talk.
Yeah, what do I do, DJ? I use economic data. That's what I do generally. Do
Sophie,
you even know why I do that, DJ?
you won't let anyone talk. Listen, look at him whining. Sophie, thank you for the $5 cash app. Thank you for being a beacon of light in dark times. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Your support means everything to me, guys.
They
Friendlies,
don't want.
friendlies can come up in an hour.
They don't want to be questioned because they don't really know enough.
Well, they just spin. It's like they all think that they have the Donald Trump decoder ring. Like, well, what he meant was like they all think they have like this special decoder ring that, they can tell us what he was really thinking or really feeling or whatever. Hold on, I got
You
some.
gotta be the interpreter for the straight shooter.
Oh, Sandra, thank you so much for the $50 Venmo. This is a donation from all the maggots that are in your live today. Thank you, Sandy. Lisa, thank you for the $5. $5 morons and ghoulish assholes challenge. Okay, Lisa's challenging everybody in the live right now to send $5 to my Cash App or Venmo that's on that yellow banner right there for ghoulish assholes challenge. I love you guys. I absolutely love you guys. You guys are so awesome. I love you.
Who was that?
If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Let's go. Come on. Chop, chop. I have a hard cutoff at 7 tonight, guys. I won't be able to take Joe Button had Alzheimer's. Please tell me that's a joke. Joe Button had Alzheimer's.
I'm carried away.
I have a hard stop at 7. I have dinner being delivered at 7:00. Is that Benjamin Button's brother, right? If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest quest. Good grief.
Such an odd little movie.
Joe Button. I wish we aged in reverse. I'd love to have all the energy while I was old and then just, as I get younger, lose it. Like, okay. I've done all the fun stuff and I'm just going to be younger. Okay. Come on.
It's weird. Because more and more I've been noticing this. They really don't seem to actually talk anymore. Very few. Only the regulars that have like they make a living at it almost or something. I bet you could get Trump White House to come up, or remember RPO? Now he's Trump White House. There's a few that I think are like professionals. Like that's what they do. They're paid to do this.
Well, did you see that they added Tim Pool, the guy who actually was found out had to have been paid directly from Russia? Tim Pool is now part of the White House press pool.
Of course, but the AP is gone.
But the AP news is not allowed there because they don't call it the Gulf of Mexico. They don't call it the Gulf of America.
Straight up busted being paid by Russia. Okay.
Like straight up. Tenet Media, TENET. Look it up, all you Trump supporters. Are like, no, Tenet Media. Benny Johnson or Benny Thompson or whatever, too. It was Benny Thompson or Johnson. I can't remember his last name. Tim Pool and another one I didn't really know about, but they were being directly paid. Tenet Media was being directly paid by Russia. Directly.
Yeah, 4 or 5 of them. Only knew a couple of the names. There was a woman that I didn't know until the story came out, but I forget her name too at the moment. But yeah, Timcast, right? That's what he has. He goes on. His thing is Timcast.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
AZ Mike, hey, it's payday. Sharing the wealth. Thank you for the $5 Venmo. Keep slamming the maggots. Thank you so much. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. We are looking to have conversations with Trump supporters. So if you voted for Trump, you can't tell me there's almost 600 people in here and there's not a single Trump supporter in here. Gray Pride, box up, bud.
What's crazy is growing up with Ronald Reagan and remember some of the things that that he did that I don't like. But it was really weird to see the video of him talking about tariffs, sounding like a genius by comparison to Trump. I mean, the difference between Reagan and Trump on just understanding government policy, even if I disagree with Reagan on most policies, he at least did show an understanding of things. And his speech on tariffs that's been going around is basically the exact opposite. It should put Trump and the Republican Party in their place. Like, remember where you came from.
Ken's, you need to request up. You're muted in the chat. Only Trump supporters are allowed in the box, so only Kamala supporters are allowed in the comment section. So you need to box up or scroll on, boo. Yes. RC Dub, you're correct.
That's not even talking about the Russia stuff.
And he was for amnesty. He was the one who's like, we need to have immigrants. We need to open our borders. And he gave amnesty. He knew the importance of immigration. How the Republicans have fallen.
Yeah. It used to be, even Jeb Bush was like talking about a pathway to citizenship.
Yeah.
Right? At one point.
Yep. Because now MAGA is just racist. It's just full of racists and misogynists. So that's why they don't want the immigrants, because they're brown people.
Just unleashed the worst people. Really
The
did.
racists, the misogynists, the Christian nationalists. Like, you've got all of these like fringe extremist type ideology that they just, let their freak flag fly. STZ, come on up. You've been muted. The comment section is only for Kamala supporters. The guest request box is for Trump supporters. We're here for conversation, not for you to come in and just abuse us with your words. On SSD, you too. I've invited you up. We're here for conversation. We'll answer your questions, but we only answer questions from people that get up in the guest request box.
Somebody just mentioned jobs. I think we ended up with a net loss of 40,000 jobs this month, right?
And all I know is unemployment is still higher than what Joe Biden had it. It was a lot lower under Joe Biden. Hey, mermaid.
They created more than they expected, but because of what he's done, we lost.
I honestly just don't even believe the numbers. I don't believe anything that comes out of this administration, to be honest with you, RC. I don't.
Yeah, no,
I really don't believe anything that comes out of this administration. And that was in March. He didn't do the tariffs till April. Wait until next month.
Yeah, this is going to be the month where people start laying off. I mean, you've got already like 1,000 workers, just one auto.
Stellantis.
Yeah, that's it.
If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. I'm looking for Trump supporters to have a conversation with. Come on up. I will restart the live. I will restart the live and go to the set of TikTok where the Trump supporters aren't cowards.
Jeff H. Who is our cult leader? Who do you have after Trump is gone? J.D. Vance? Okay. Oh, Lord. Who's the heir apparent?
Cult leader. Talk about projection.
I've never seen one Democrat complaining that Bob Menendez was held accountable.
Not a one of us. What did we say? What did we say? We're like, oh yeah, arrest him, kick him out of Congress. That's cool. If he did that, yeah. And that's it.
Most of us are currently saying for Pelosi and Schumer to go away. Like, just retire. Go away. Your time is
Yes. Done. Give over the Senate Majority Leader to Cory Booker. He's the only one that deserves it. Oh my word, Don Jr. is the heir. If Don Jr. is the heir apparent, I will be leaving the country.
That'll only happen if they've installed a regime.
That dude goes snow skiing way too much to be leading the free world.
It's like Uday Kuse, remember?
Like this, RC.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I would like someone more progressive too. But Cory Booker is still more progressive than Chuck Schumer. And at least he did something, right? We asked them to stand up. We asked somebody to stand up and speak. We made phone calls and demanded the Democrats to fucking do something. Get up, say something, do something. And nobody else did except for Cory Booker. And I'm going to give him props and credit where credit is due. We've been asking them to say something. We've been asking them to do something. So you guys can dog him all you want. And people are like, it was performative. Everyone, every single person in Congress, everything they stand up and do is performative. Let's just be honest. But he did what we asked him to do.
Yeah, he didn't read Green Eggs and Ham like Ted Cruz.
Right, he spoke. He read letters from his constituents that were being affected by all of this stuff. He was reading letters and he was crying. Like the man has empathy. He was feeling for his constituents being hurt. Do you know what my 11-year-old daughter said? She said what he should have done was stand up there and read them the damn Constitution.
Over and over.
My daughter is 11, and she's like, well, he should have, because I told him, I said, he talked the whole time. He was telling stories from his constituents, and she was just like, well, perhaps they should have just read him the Constitution since they don't seem to know what's in it.
That's good. Right.
I'm like, ooh. And point out everyone that Donald Trump is violating. Yeah, W's in the chat for Ava. Absolutely. W's in the chat for Ava. She'll be thrilled to tell her she got a bunch of W's.
I swear.
Justin, thank you for the $5 Venmo. I don't understand why MAGA Trumpanzees are against healthcare, as if they wouldn't benefit from dental care. Or the kids they had with their sister wife. Free the penguins. Thank you, Justin. That was funny. Oh my gosh.
I'm wondering, why don't they get upset that he didn't deliver a healthcare plan like he promised, or Republicans in general 12 years ago, whatever it was? I mean, they're never upset when Republicans promise something major, like a healthcare plan that's better than Obama's, but then don't deliver.
It's same with no tax on tips, no tax on overtime. Do you know how many people I had come up in my box tell me they were voting for him because he worked a lot of overtime and he could use the tax rate on overtime? Like all the major stuff that he campaigned on. I'm gonna make everything cheaper, your housing cheaper, your electricity cheaper. Everything is going to be more affordable when I become president again. That's what people are voting for. Some of these young people who just turned 18, 19 or whatever, or maybe you've got a teenage mom. All she cares about is that she cannot put food on her table. So she voted for Trump hoping and praying that he would bring the prices down because they don't know much about politics. They just know they can't feed their kids, right? So they voted for Trump thinking he was going to be able to do that. And none of them are getting anything. They're getting nothing, not even a tax break. Why aren't they mad?
I don't know. I keep wondering if I'll ever see an intellectually honest reaction from them when it comes to Trump, anyway.
Yeah. Like, why aren't they mad? I would be mad if Joe Biden had ran. Dana, thank you for the $15 Cash App. Haven't been able to show you love lately. Thank you so much, Dana. That was so sweet. And Maria, I think you're right. Because racism makes them happy. Because racism.
Yeah. It's got to be because they use the economy as a front to make it sound legitimate. I don't really like Trump as a person, but he was a good businessman and he's not a politician. So they kind of rationalize all his horrible qualities And then when you drill down on his policies being failures for them, they don't want to examine it.
Exactly. I think it's just racism and misogyny, but more racism than anything. To be completely honest, you know how same with the whole Department of Education, right? RC Dubs. I am looking for Trump supporters. So Trump supporters, please feel free to request up. We're just talking amongst ourselves because none of you will come up and talk to us. But please feel free to come up and talk. RC Dubs, isn't it weird how they say we're just going to send education back to the states, right? We're going to cut the Department of Education and give it back to the states to take care of, right? Isn't that what they said? Okay. Then how come the Trump administration today sent out a letter giving every single K through 12 school in the entire United States to sign a DEI contract or they lose their federal funding?
It's a threat. A lot of this has been a threat. A lot of these things, even economically, he's basically using extortion and blackmail like a mob boss to threaten people to get what he wants. On all forms, on all facets of government. It's weird. I mean, do we really want a state deciding that they're not going to teach science? They're going to teach creationism.
Bone, you are spreading misinformation, so you need to stop. I'm going to mute you in the comments. If you want to come up here and have a conversation, you can, but you're not going to spew nonsense. That's blatantly false in my comment section without the courage to go up here and speak with your whole voice. We're not doing that today.
I just thought about, the one thing that they seem to forget, a lot of the people that are trying to make excuses for his tariffs. The way you're really going to be able to attack this long term is if you have worldwide workers' rights standards. Because right now, the reason they're able to take advantage of cheap labor elsewhere is because there's not workers' rights standards everywhere. But if you bring all the manufacturing back here and we're paying the rates that we pay, then the Americans that are paying for the American manufactured goods are going to be paying a lot. So you're not going to get your prices low just because it starts getting manufactured in this country. If it even happens, you're still talking 5 to 10 years before that would happen.
Well, we also, and I'll do 1 second, user. We also don't have. He wants us to go back to the 1950s, 60s, right, or 50s, 40s, when we were like the manufacturing boom, right? We don't have all those manufacturing plants here. He wants to go back to like car and auto, like back 50, 60 in the 50s and 60s. He's not thinking that we've evolved, like scientifically and environmentally, and technology has evolved. We're not going to go back to being the the manufacturing boom. Like he's doing these tariffs now, right now. We don't have manufacturing plants that can produce shoes and these fabric or these custom moldings that all these people, inventors, want to use to do their prototypes, and like all of those things. We don't have them now. And we don't have all these businesses saying, oh, I'm building a manufacturing plant here. I'm building a manufacturing plant here. I'm going to build a manufacturing plant over here, so we can actually see that we can actually manufacture some of these things here. But nobody's building it. And if they did, it takes 5 to 10 years. And a lot of things get automated.
Biden started the manufacturing chips thing.
Right.
That wasn't destroying or dismantling the economy or destroying the stock market. That was an investment in our future that Republicans largely didn't support.
Yeah. User a bunch of numbers. Did you vote for Trump? I'm guessing it might have been a tapping error. Let me bring up the next. Let me see if this is a. If you voted for Donald Trump, I am looking for Trump supporters. So if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Sandra, did you vote for Trump?
No.
Okay. Might have been a tapping error. W's, we're glad. Because I even looked, RC Dubs, I looked at my shampoo bottle. I bought a 2-pack of shampoo and conditioner, and on the back of it, it said made in the USA with imported ingredients. So people don't even realize even something like shampoo that you probably think is made in the United States. Yes, it's made here, but from imported goods. It'll recover eventually. When, David? When?
Why should we have to recover?
Why?
We had a good economy going. Recover from a self-inflicted wound? Why should we have to? I mean, no.
Why do we need to recover? Joe Biden we recovered out of the pandemic faster than any other country on the planet. Joe Biden recovered us from the last Trump disaster. We don't need to recover again when he was handed a good economy. The fuck is wrong with you people? Like, is your head on backward?
That means only took the libs 6 months to come up with this MAGA BS.
MAGA BS? It's been BS from the beginning.
We didn't come up with it.
Tyler, did you vote for Trump?
I did, yeah.
Okay, how old are you and what state did you vote in?
I am 28. I voted in North Carolina.
Okay. What did you want to add to the conversation?
Yeah, I mean, did y'all want to discuss like tariffs specifically, or like,
Whatever. No, we were just talking about what we can talk about whatever you want to talk about, but we can certainly talk about if you want to.
Okay, I'm fully invested in like a respectful discourse. I don't feel like attacking anybody personally. I just like to discuss it if that's something that y'all want to do.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I
go
just
ahead.
don't understand the self-inflicted wound and why he campaigned on lowering prices, and now he's telling us, oh, it'll just be painful for a little while. What's a little while, and why is it painful?
I don't disagree with you on that necessary front, but I do believe that, I mean, as much as the economy was correcting itself, we've never reduced the deficit. So, I mean, you're talking about
Oh my God.
debt, and we're not actually
What do
trying.
you mean never? Are you talking about the debt? Because
How old did you say you were?
I'm 28.
Obama did actually lower the deficit by more than half from what W handed to him, the yearly deficit. But the debt, the last time there was a surplus that I remember was from Clinton to W, and then W screwed that up.
Royally.
I don't disagree with you, but obviously there needs to be some form of correction because
So-
we're not reducing the debt.
How is Trump doing that by adding 4.5 trillion more? How is he reducing it?
Every president has
How is he reducing it? Tyler? Tyler? Do you not hear me talking? Can you guys, is it on? Can you hear me? Oh,
I'm trying to answer you.
no, you can't possibly answer me. You haven't let me ask my question. Okay? Okay. You fucking A, man. I already forgot. I can't stand that shit. I have ADHD. If I don't get it out. Okay. Oh, the continuing resolution adds $4.5 trillion to our debt in the first 2 months. 2 months of his presidency. Joe Biden spent $4 trillion in all 4 years. Okay. Donald Trump on month 2 produces a continuing resolution that puts $4.5 trillion more into debt just to give billionaires and millionaires and corporations a bigger tax cut and cutting Medicaid, Medicare, and food assistance for the neediest people. Why?
Yeah, I'm going to pull that up because I think Joe Biden added more than $4 trillion
Nope.
with his.
Nope.
Hold on, I'm going to pull it up.
No.
Even if you exclude C-19 spending, Trump outspent Biden. And again, before the pandemic that Trump made worse and lied about, he actually added trillions for the same kind of policy, giving corporations and billionaires a tax cut they didn't need when it was already full employment. And it didn't boost GDP and it didn't boost job creation, but it did boost the deficits.
Trump spent $8 trillion. Trump spent $8 trillion in his last. Trump spent $8 trillion last time he was president. In 4 years, Joe Biden spent $4.
So Joe Biden spent I'm looking at the Committee for Responsible Federal Budget. Joe Biden did spend $4.3 trillion, and non-COVID spending alone, Donald Trump spent 4.8. So it's not that much difference, but fair to the.
No. That was for tax cuts for the wealthy. Again.
I'm looking at it right here from the committee.
Right, I know exactly what you're looking at. That's the exact same source I use. The problem is, during a good economy, he gave them tax breaks. That was $4 trillion he didn't need to spend. Joe Biden spent $4 trillion. However, he gave us the infrastructure package, the PACT Act, the Chips and Sciences Act, the Inflation Reduction Act, which capped medications and insulin and all of those things for people. We actually got something out of his $4 trillion, Joe Biden's. I got all of my water pipes in my neighborhood were just recently done. All high-speed internet was just done in my neighborhood. And there's a brand new neighborhood going up right across the street with a big, huge sign in front of it that says, "Thank you to Joe Biden's historic infrastructure package." A whole entire new neighborhood is going up that's never existed before. Okay. So the American people actually got something out of Joe Biden's $4 trillion. We didn't get anything from Donald Trump. That went to the wealthy.
We all got tax cuts, whether you want to agree to percentage.
Okay, 1 or 2% is not the same as 14% that they do. So what? So we got like $500. Woo! Do you know that I've paid taxes every single year since 2021? And I have kids. I've always gotten back thousands of dollars because I had kids. I've had to pay every single year since 2021.
So what would be your way to do it then? If not tax cuts for the wealthy, the people that provide the jobs and everything else?
Hold on, Tyler.
No.
You need to have that theory debunked, okay? Giving corporations tax cuts has never produced more jobs.
Ever since Reagan, trickle-down economics, supply-side economics has never worked. We have almost 50 years worth of data showing that supply-side economics does not work. It never, ever has. Go ahead, RC Dubs. I'm sorry. That just drives me nuts.
I know. It's obviously one of my biggest gripes is the idea that we should trust Republican economic theory that has been tried since Ronald Reagan and it's never worked.
Never.
Okay, so my question would be is if you increase taxes on a company while they're growing, let's just say for instance in the early 2000s when Amazon was growing, if you increase taxes on a corporation like Amazon, you're reducing the ability for them to become the mega power they are, which
we don't need mega powers. Thank you.
I did not interrupt anybody.
We don't need mega powers.
I did not interrupt anybody.
I don't care.
Tyler, wait a second.
Very respectful here.
Hold on a second. I know what you're saying, and in theory, what you might be saying could be true, but that's not what happened in practice. We didn't raise. Hold on, let me finish, please.
You didn't let me finish. You didn't let me finish.
But you're talking about raising taxes back to the level when they were already cooking. Under Obama and under Clinton, the corporate tax rates did not prevent the better economies than when Trump cut taxes on corporations. It didn't boost the economy. And giving them trillions to do stock buybacks and golden parachutes for their board members isn't helping us. And again, let me just go back to this point. They didn't need a tax cut. It was 4% unemployment. Trump didn't need to pass a tax cut for corporations and billionaires at 4% unemployment. Now, look, if you had taken that money and he had actually invested the trillions that he wasted on those tax cuts, that he himself benefited from.
Yeah.
If you had taken that money and he invested in the infrastructure he promised, great. If he invested in the healthcare plan he promised for all of us that was supposed to
Exactly.
Great. But that's not what he did. And what he did didn't help us, and it wasn't necessary. Obama was producing 1.5 million more jobs in his final 3 years while lowering deficit than Trump did while increasing it. And what did he increase it on? It wasn't the infrastructure. Biden got that. It wasn't healthcare. He still doesn't have a plan.
Still, 10 years later.
On giving them tax cuts.
10 years later.
The only way corporations are going to create jobs is if we give away tax dollar money that we can benefit from. That's bullshit. That's never been the case. You do not create jobs just because you give a billionaire more money. Billionaires do not need money to spend money. They've got enough already.
Correct.
Biden and Obama do not make nearly as much as Trump, right, Tyler? But Obama saw a tax rate on his income go up by nearly 5%. And on billionaires and corporations, they were still paying the same rate under Obama the entire time that Obama saw the recovery Trump inherited. And then Trump comes in and says supposedly they need a tax cut. It's going to really boost the economy. 14% tax cut for corporations. It didn't boost GDP. It didn't boost job creation. And then when the pandemic came along, we didn't have the money we could have had because we gave it to them. And did they give us a break?
They didn't tickle it down. Nope.
They ripped us off. Even after having given them a break, they were ripping us off, and Kroger admitted it.
Yep, they went right in front of Congress and said they were price gouging the entire time. And they admitted it in Congress. 4 different grocery chains are all working together to keep their prices inflated to not compete with each other. Bankrupted farmers because of his 25% tariffs on China. The soybean, over 600 legacy farms, we're talking family legacy farms, closed down under the first Trump administration, just on one 25% tariff on China. What do you think is going to happen to our economy, Tyler, now?
Yeah, there's so much to respond to because I'd let y'all talk for 5 whole minutes.
It wasn't 5 minutes, but go ahead.
What percent of taxes are paid by the top 1% in the United States? Y'all seem to know a lot about this. So what is that? Yes. Anybody?
I just want you to.
I don't care.
No. Y'all I don't want you to know this. No, Tyler.
None.
I want you to show me data. I want you to show me data.
Show us data.
A tax cut works.
I will gladly get into everything y'all talked about.
No.
Show me the data showing giving billionaires a tax cut works. Because again, if I give you $1 million to produce something nobody's buying, you just warehoused and created $1 million worth of shit nobody wanted. It didn't mean that supply side suddenly worked if nobody had demand for what you just created supply for.
Okay, so the top 1% paid 40.4% of all federal taxes in 2024, or 2023, excuse me. 2023 is the last data we have, okay? So they're paying 40% of the federal taxes. Would you agree or disagree, simply one word, agree or disagree that the federal...
Don't tell me how to run my live. One word. Okay. You can fuck all the way off if you want to talk to me like that, because you're not going to come up here and pretend like you're going to run this live the way you want to. One word. Agree or disagree. One word.
So
if you want to talk about bloated military spending, sure, but I'm not going to cut programs. I'm not going to cut programs for children who need the money to give billionaires money who don't need it.
Okay, in the direct words of Obama, when he was talking about federal cuts, he specifically said the federal government was overbloated and programs needed to be cut that may be uncomfortable or painful to the United States taxpayers.
Not to children and elderly.
He was doing it responsibly, Tyler. And remember this, Obama wanted to cut $4 trillion from the national debt, which included so-called entitlement spending cuts, right? Entitlement adjustments, right? Obama had that on the table. Why did Republicans turn that down? $4 trillion debt reduction over 10 years. Why did they say no?
I wish I knew. I wasn't even
because he was going to tax the wealthy a little more.
Exactly.
$800 billion to $1.2 trillion, and they said no.
Can anybody show me any data where we've once increased taxes on rich people and cut the deficit one time?
Obama, I just
Obama.
I'm saying it happened and it worked just one time.
Obama.
Under Obama's second term, tax rates went up from 35 back to
38?
Nearly 38, 37.6, I think. And in that time, Obama saw the deficit drop. It was $585 billion when he left office. Do you know what the deficit was in 2019?
The debt, I'm sorry, the debt is what I'm speaking of, not the deficit.
Okay, the debt was dropping under Bill Clinton, who handed W a surplus, who then
He had a surplus.
did 2 unfunded wars and trickle-down tax cuts that didn't work during wartime.
So Clinton actually paid off some of the United States debt with increasing taxes.
He handed W a deficit surplus.
A surplus.
You're on my question.
Hold on, listen to me. Clinton handed W a deficit surplus. Had W stuck with the Clinton tax rates, Obama would not have inherited any debt at all.
So Clinton increased taxes on the ultra wealthy and paid off debt, is what you're saying. If so, I need a source.
He lowered the yearly deficit.
And he balanced the budget.
Surplus, and W inherited a deficit surplus, but then W screwed it up. If W had stayed with the Clinton tax rates, let's say Clinton had been reelected 2 more terms instead of W, we wouldn't have had any debt to hand over to Obama.
I'm looking here because I'm trying to see where Clinton passed the bill to increase taxes and cut debt. I'm looking here.
It was Democrats who helped pass it, and some of them paid politically. Republicans didn't support it, but of course, then they supported the economy that Clinton had over the next 6 years after that.
Like, how do you not know this? Honestly, I'm being honest. How do you not know this, Tyler? Like, I'm just saying, like, how do you... Apparently, he only wants to talk to men, so I'll just be quiet. Because apparently, Tyler, every time I speak, it's as if I don't exist.
Ma'am, you've been talking ridiculously over me. I'm trying to answer every question that's been brought up, and no one has yet to answer my question. But he increased the tax percentage.
We have answered your question. RC Dubs has answered your question every single time.
And you have yet to answer mine. What was the deficit increase in 2019 from 2016, and what did we get out of Trump's deficit increase?
I would argue that lower interest rates, more people buying homes.
It was already low interest when he came into office. Try again. Low inflation when he came into office. What did we get out of his doubling the deficit, Tyler?
So let's go over this.
It doesn't matter. That's anecdotal that you bought a home in that time. That's anecdotal.
If
Don't
Obama
care.
had been reelected or Hillary had been elected, you still could have bought that home.
Exactly.
We wouldn't have had to give trillions to corporations and billionaires. Now, again, what did we get out of Trump doubling the deficit before the pandemic?
Doubling the deficit before
Yeah,
the
the
pandemic.
projected deficit for 2020 was 1.2 trillion. The 2016 deficit was 585 billion.
I would imagine more money in everybody's pocket because literally
That's not how it worked. Median income increased under Obama's final 2 years greater than it did under Trump's first 3. And in that meeting where you can see Gary Cohn, Trump's economic advisor, asking the CEOs, why aren't more hands going up when I say, are we going to give you tax cuts and you're going to create jobs and raise income? They said, no, we're going to do stock buybacks.
Omnibus tax reform of 1993.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. It went up literally 3.6%. There's no way that would have paid off all the deficit that we currently have that we've attributed over the last.
Trump added a quarter of our debt. Trump added a quarter of our debt in just his first term. A quarter. So what? Then he shouldn't have botched it. Then you know what? Then he shouldn't have botched C-19. He shouldn't have lied and didn't tell the American people that it was here. He knew in the fall of 2019 it was coming. Based on his interview with Bob Woodward, that he knew it was going to be bad. It was going to be worse than the flu. He shouldn't have lied to the American people about it. He shouldn't have then went on TV and said it was a hoax. He shouldn't have went on and made everything seem like this was all the Democrats are doing, or that Dr. Fauci's the boogeyman, when it was a new virus they had to learn about. And so the protocol changed that they learned more about it. Had he followed the science and not thought he knew better, then it wouldn't have been as bad. If everyone would have just done what they were, shut up, I'm still speaking.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't let men speak over me, and it's not going to start with you, Tyler. So that's what I'm sick of. You're like, well, C-19 spending. If he wouldn't have had C-19, if he would have took it seriously, we wouldn't have had to do all that. Now, would we? But you had whiny little Republicans who, I can't go to the gym. This is tyranny. I can't go to the gym. This is tyranny. I can't go to church. This is tyranny. All they had to do was just listen to science. And if he didn't downplay it, and he didn't say it was a hoax, and he pretend like he didn't get the vaccine, and he told you guys not to get it, all of those things would have happened. That wouldn't have happened the way it would. He wouldn't have had to spend so much fucking money. So why don't you own that?
Sure, yeah, more people died on COVID under Biden than Trump.
Oh my God, shut up.
Second of all,
It's because of people like you who wouldn't get vaccinated.
Hey, Tyler.
And because the country was shut down. The country was shut down under Donald Trump, and we all kept our distance.
Y'all are just lying.
Tyler, did Biden?
What did I say that was a lie?
You said Trump said not to take the vaccine.
Tyler.
He did.
Who said it would be
One
gone?
piece of evidence that said
Tyler.
that.
Okay.
Who said it would be gone by April 2020?
Who said that if you took the vaccine, you
Okay, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. I told you I'm looking. Don't keep repeating it. And we say C-19. C-19. C-19.
Tyler, do not crash out. I'm asking you an honest question. Did Trump tell, hold on, Tyler, please. Did Trump tell the American public that it would be gone by April 2020?
Yes, I believe he did.
Right. Did he tell Bob Woodward that he knew damn well it was worse than any strenuous flu and that it would not be gone by?
Yes, he did. I heard that.
So
Yeah.
he lied to the American people. Did he have people sign waivers to go to his rallies?
I don't know that off the top of my head.
He did.
Yes.
He did.
Yes. Okay.
Right. So according to people who studied this, his actions cost the lives of hundreds of thousands of Americans. That's why we had 20% of the unalivings, but 5% of the population. That's because of Trump. And you're making excuses pretending Biden somehow having more unalivings while he was dealing with Trump having let it ravage through the country, including people that he supported. After the vaccine came out, do you know that more Republicans unalived than Democrats? And it's because of politics like this bullshit, Tyler.
Where's that study? I'm just curious. I'd like to read it.
Would it matter to you? You didn't even know the deficit.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. He doesn't want to know.
Deficit only increased because of Trump's mismanagement of C-19. I told you the deficit doubled before that.
Okay, I answered all of your questions. Answer my question. Did Biden lie and say that if you got the C-19 vaccine, you would not get it? Is that true or not?
That's not exactly what he said.
He did say it. Oh my God, he said
wait,
it on the freaking platform. So did Fauci. Why do y'all so okay with lying?
Was this before the mutation?
Are you serious? Are you?
Lying to protect people saying, go get the vaccine is a lot better than saying it's no big deal. It's just like a flu. Come out to my fucking rally while I hand you a C-19 hat.
Tyler, you're crashing out. You're being very emotional, and he left. Okay.
If only they were that concerned about Trump's lies as they
That's what I was trying to get at. He's like, you guys are okay with him lying? Oh, hello, pot kettle calling. You literally voted for the guy who lies every time he opens his mouth.
They tried to say the same thing that Rachel Maddow was to blame because she said, if you get it, you're going to be protected.
Yeah, but she's not a doctor either.
The horror of her saying such, I mean, how terrible for her to say to protect yourself from it. Anyway.
But even if she did, Rachel Maddow's not a doctor. She's not the president. Even if she said that, doesn't mean, oh my God, Rachel Maddow said it. Everybody in the whole world has to go by what she says. I mean, but people do listen to the president of the United States.
Yeah. Like injecting disinfectant.
Yeah, that was a great suggestion. Because we all know that works.
Yeah,
My
God
God.
forbid the president say something that keep people out of the hospital or the morgue.
Amy, did you vote for Trump? I'm guessing that was a tapping error. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button.
Sorry, Nemo. We were on a roll.
Sorry, yeah, I was like...
I was going to let you have a piece of him, but
Wasn't he the guy who's like, I just want to have a calm conversation? Right. he rage quit.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my Lord. I'm immune compromised. I have very little to no immune system. I have to protect myself. I still wear a mask when I go out in public into like the grocery stores or where the other people are because I'm in Florida. A lot of people didn't get any type of, they don't get any vaccines anymore down here. We got measles flying around down here. Still have C-19. My adult son woke up sick today, unfortunately. He was supposed to come take my other son to the movies today, his little brother, but he woke up with a sore throat and he knows not to come over here. He's like, I already know you don't want me around, so we'll have to reschedule for another time, but because my older kids try to look out for me and they know not to come over here while they're sick because I will get it within probably 24 hours. Exactly. Oh, he's in here. Troy, gotta look out for the fam. That's right, Troy. Thank you, son. I appreciate you. I love you and I hope you're feeling better. But I felt so bad. He said he woke up and I felt like he got hit by a dump truck. And his 3-year-old is like 100% running around, and his wife is at work for 12-hour shift. So he's all alone, feeling like he got hit by a Mack truck, but he's still got to take care of that running around 3-year-old. Like, welcome to motherhood, son. When you're the primary parent, you get to do it all by yourself when the other one's working. He's a stay-at-home dad because he runs his businesses from home. So he is like Mr. Mom. But he's a great dad, so, and I hope he feels better soon. Anyway, if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Let's go.
Isn't that something else that Elon's been attacking? Is the stay-at-home people working from home like myself?
Yes. That's why all the federal workers can't work telehealth anymore, or can't telehealth. They can't work from home anymore remotely because he says they don't do anything. They're not productive. And I said, trust me, I've worked in offices. I've worked most of my career in person at a job. There is more distractions in the workplace with coworkers coming up to ask you questions, coworkers coming to ask you questions. You've got, someone's over here talking, so you're distracted. The phones are ringing. I'm so much more productive when I work from home. So much more productive, even with 2 kids here. I can still get way more work done.
I have timed deliverables, so they would know if I wasn't getting things done. They there's an expectation that this task only takes this amount of time.
Right.
It's the same, like you said, I feel better, and especially when I can, kind of spread the things that I need to do throughout the day. Like if I have to go do something for a couple hours instead of just 1 hour lunch, but I can, work the extra hour later in the day, I'm more actually focused when I'm working rather than, like you said, not only just being distracted by in-office things, but I'm actually more focused on the work when I'm working.
Right, so you can get it done and do whatever else. Cat or whatever, you don't do anything productive for society. You don't know me, so keep your comments to yourself. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. They come up here like, you don't do anything. How do you know? How do you know I don't do anything?
Trump covered the cost of his own golf trips. That would save us like what, $100 million?
I can see some waste right there. Some waste, fraud, and abuse. And if they found all this fraud, RC Dubs, how come no one's been charged? No one's been arrested? Fraud's a crime. So if there's all this fraud, why hasn't anyone been arrested? Why hasn't anyone been charged? Why hasn't anyone been prosecuted?
I mean, if he'd rather live in Mar-a-Lago, fine. Just stay there. Just save us money.
Joe Biden going home. Oh, his beach trips? You mean his trips to Delaware home? He happens to live by the beach. That's not the same as having to pay for all of Secret Service to stay at Trump's hotel while he's there. So he's making money off the American people by the tax dollars going to pay every single Secret Service member for staying in his hotel and for all their meals and for his greens fees and for him and everybody staying in Mar-a-Lago. That is a waste that we don't need. And Joe Biden wasn't paying himself with taxpayer dollars to go sit on the beach. It wasn't his beach. He didn't own it. He didn't have to pay for all the Secret Service to go there and sit on the beach with him.
I do wonder what the reaction would be if it was Biden golfing while the stock market tanked and 4 soldiers came back in caskets.
Yes, he did. I'll put that back up here because that I think that's just, it's truly egregious because they were up here clutching their pearls when Joe Biden looked at Beau Biden's watch when he was receiving the bodies. Now Trump picks a golf dinner over the dignified transfer of U.S. troops' bodies. He didn't go at all. He didn't go get them to receive their bodies.
It's a Saudi-funded golf tournament, right?
Saudi-funded golf tournament, yes. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. All of you bots that are in here, you say goodbye.
He's a walking conflict of interest. I can't even
So are his supporters.
We've lost our way. He's broken so much that what's a normal candidate going forward? They certainly can't say anything about any of our candidates. There's no way our candidate could ever have as many or the combination of things he's already been excused for.
So I'm going to go to a golf dinner with my billionaire friends. I'm not going to be bothered with having to go to the dignified transfer of 4 soldiers that unalived. Do you not remember the utter shit posting, pearl clutching that they did because Joe Biden looked at the watch that Beau Biden gave him during the dignified transfer? They lost their collective shit.
Obama's missing flag pin.
I mean, absolute shitstorm. The tan suit.
That flag pin, that happened one time. It was like early on, right? I can't remember. Like I have a memory of it, like because I was, I don't know, I was 14, and
Yeah. Oh,
my
Michelle.
dad did not like Obama for totally not what you think reasons. Totally. And he was just going ape shit about how Obama didn't have the flag pin on. It must have been like, it was that first year, right? Like it was early on. I feel like, I could be misremembering.
I think so too. First year or two. Yeah.
Oh, Michelle Obama's bare shoulders when she dared to show up in a sleeveless dress.
That harlot,
Jezebel reincarnate. Just the absolute pearl clutching. Okay, liberal tears, you get the boot for your homophobia. And calling her Big Mike is not going to be tolerated. Thank you.
Did anybody ask Trump about how he felt with Russian state TV plastering Melania all over the place?
No, of course not. Because Putin respects him so much and he's so scared of Donald Trump that the day after the election he posted naked photos of his wife all over Russia's state TV. But I guess he didn't care. I guess he thought, wow, that shows me so much respect. He's respecting my wife. How cool is that? Actually, where is Melania? Have we put an APB out on Melania? Melania, girl, you okay?
What are they now? It was the KGB before. What is it now again? I forget. FSB. What?
FSB?
Oh, yeah, it's FSB.
What if she's the most successful FSB agent ever?
Right?
Yeah,
She's with Justin Trudeau.
She could be a honeypot, yeah.
Oh my God. And Vance didn't go to the dignified transfer either. He sent Hegseth. So the president and vice president didn't go when the very first fallen soldiers under their administration happened. They didn't go. Neither of them. And they sent the white Christian nationalist DUI hire. I bet those parents feel really respected.
Look at Tommy kind of proving our point. So that's what you're getting out of Trump's administration is that you think liberals have their feelings hurt. And so that's your priority, is that we have hurt feelings.
It's because they're psychopaths.
You don't want anything else. Your entire existence is dependent on how we feel. Okay.
Trump hates veterans. He's proved it all along. He has no respect for them or their service. Like when he asked why do people join the military? He literally said, what's in it for them? Because that's how malignant narcissists, if it doesn't serve them in some way. Your EBT card is in the mail. Okay, thanks.
Is it? Oh, sweet.
Thanks, Poopy. His name is Poopy. P-U-P-I, Poopy. That tracks.
I mean, if Soros has been handing out checks, I feel like I do deserve one.
Yeah, I'll take one if he's passing them out. I know Elon is. Did you know that Elon Musk is actually everything that they say George Soros is? Like Elon's actually shadow government. He's actually funding contests. He's actually handing out money to people for their votes. I mean, like he's literally
I kind of wonder what
doing exactly what they say George Soros does, that he doesn't do.
If Soros had bought Twitter and made it a propaganda machine to push Biden or Harris, what would they have said?
Like literally. That's what Twitter. Yeah. I mean, like that's just That's what it was. And then the dude just openly endorsed Trump and then campaigned with him.
There's so many Trump supporters in here, and not a single one of them. I've invited every single one of them up, and they will not come up. I've invited every single one of them up here, and they are too scared. They will not come up.
They're all pussies. Every fucking one of them. I mean, you can't explain it any other way. If you see Trump as an alpha male,
Enough said.
It's people with didn't have proper father figures. I feel like
They have daddy issues.
Yeah.
They have daddy issues for sure.
Oh, that reminds. Speaking of.
Ha ha, we won. What did you win, yeah, you? What did you win? What did you win? Colbs, thank you for subscribing. What did you win?
what it remind you of, Nemo?
I can't remember if I showed y'all this clip, but holy therapy, Batman! Like it's.
Let me put you on the big screen.
Yeah, let me get this out real quick.
You won.
They want to go.
You won. You don't get no tax on ticks, no tax on overtime, no tax on Social Security. You don't get cheaper groceries. You don't get cheaper housing or electricity. But you do get to be openly racist. They reverse segregation. Congratulations, guys. You won.
So this particular clip, this man, he needs some kind of therapy. Like there are
He's
problems
gone.
in this here brain that need to be worked out, and you're about to hear them just kind of just come right out, and it's something. This is 41 seconds of something.
All right, let's go.
I think it perfectly encapsulates the weird daddy issues of Trump supporters.
Would you rather have 4 years of Donald Trump as a dictator or 4 years of President Biden reelected? You know, you don't have to like the words that come out of the man's mouth, but sometimes in life we all need a good paddling from the principal to set our life on the right track. And this country does need a little bit of that. We need a little paddling. I mean, I was a problem child growing up, took a good leadership to set me straight. So I think our country does need some of that. So I hands down believe people wanted it 4 years ago, 3 years ago. So would you rather have 4 years?
Oh.
So, but I just want to just 1 sec.
Oh. So sorry. I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
This country does need a little bit of that. We need a little paddle.
He said that well too. He smiled. He smiled. I need my daddy to paddle me.
Little paddling, look, just there's
That gleam in the eye.
Yep.
Oh my God, that's so sick.
So yeah, now MAGA's got some deep-seated daddy issues, and this guy is the epitome.
Her face is like, what did he just say? What did he just say?
She's like, great. I'm gonna have to paddle in tonight.
You know that's happening.
She's like, I'm not so sure about that. Or she's like, yes. Yes. It's so gross, isn't it? It's so gross. So gross. So gross. If you voted for Donald Trump, you can request up. I just don't have any Trump supporters requesting up right now, so I'm going to bring up dancing. Dancing? Dancing spider. All right, I'm going to guess that was maybe a tapping error. Oh, no, it's my cat. She's right next to me. You did. I'll try to show you her. She hates it every time I do this, but I'm going to try really quick. So y'all get ready.
Oh my goodness. Look at that one. Oh yeah, she's loving life.
She's my tortie.
Right.
She's my tortie. Okay.
Yeah.
She's like, put me down.
Look at that.
That's Sunny. Yeah, she's got a split. She has a line that looks like she has like two faces, like it's like a completely split in half.
Right down the middle of the nose.
Right smack down the middle. She's so pretty. I love her. I'll never have a dog again. I have a dog. He's old. He's old, like 14, 15 years old. Like old. And I'll probably not get another dog after. Cats are just so much easier. They're just so much easier to take care of on a daily basis. I have 2 other humans to take care of. I don't need any more living things to take care of. Sandra, hi, welcome. Did you vote? You voted Harris, right?
Yes, I sure did.
What did you want to say?
I wanted to just hello everybody. I listen to everyone. I think everyone's amazing. I learned so much, and you guys are awesome.
Thank you.
I just wanted to comment on the video that
Yeah.
lady's face was like, sure, oh no, I want to watch. I want to be a part of this. Like she had enjoyment in her face just to watch her man get spanked.
I know. Ooh. Her face was.
I just love it. Wanted to say that. Love you guys.
Thank you.
Awesome. Drop me down, please.
All right, you got it. Trump supporters, you can vote. You can request that too. I don't have any Trump voters waiting to come up, so I'm bringing up anybody that's in the box waiting. So if you voted for Donald Trump, come on up. We still want to talk to you. Yes, my tortie does have a tortitude. She does rule the house. She's the one who took me out, though. She's the one who caused my shoulder injury. And I still think I did a torn rotator cuff. I still can't move my arm like sideways. I can move it up this way and up front ways, but I can't move it out. And everyone says that's indicative of a torn rotator cuff. So I know I'm gonna have to go to the doctor, but I don't want to do it. Chris C, you're not connecting, but if you want to re-request, you can. So I'll move and I'll twinge it. And I'm like, God, it's still there. My cat took me out. Like, it was time to eat. She wanted food. So she ran. I got up and she ran between my legs and just knocked me right backward. Like, just knocked me flat out.
Yeah, separated shoulder, you can probably pop back in and not necessarily have to have it looked at, but this sounds like you definitely.
Yeah, I just know how grueling the rehab is. So I have osteoporosis too because I've been on prednisone, which is a steroid, for like over 25 years because of my rheumatoid arthritis. So I've been on and off prednisone for decades, and so that has weakened my bones. So I was afraid I broke something when I fell. But now I think I might have wished I would have instead of a torn rotator cuff. I'd rather just have a broken bone. Kimmy, hi, welcome.
Hi, can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about the Maryland judge?
Which one?
Dennis. They put up an order to the United States government to return.
Oh, yes.
The
The father that was sent to El Salvador erroneously.
Until 11:59 on Monday. We'll see if that happens.
Yeah. We'll see if that happens.
I just think it's crazy. I mean, they should pay some type of restitution, but you know that's not going to happen. That poor family went through hell.
Well, one second. Sorry about that. I choked and
Try to make them a guest of honor or something at the White House, and that's just the most fucked up.
It is, and I hope that
way to apologize. I could easily say that.
I hope they go just to make a point and then laugh in their face or do something so wrong to Trump that is.
Well, see, the reason why, and I think that the reason why the Trump administration is saying they can't get him back, like we don't have custody of him anymore. We can't get him back. All of that stuff. I think the reason why they're saying this is because them saying, "Oh, we can't get anybody back." If they bring him back, then they can bring back other people. And I think
aren't they paying money?
$6 million to the Salvadorian government to house them. I think it's $250,000 each.
Trump is now saying the judge doesn't have jurisdiction to bring the man back from El Salvador.
And so now, remember how Trump supporters are so butthurt and worried that they're actually getting federal dollars, like food stamps, Social Security, Medicaid. You know how they're always saying that immigrants are getting our federal dollars and we don't want their tax dollars going to immigrants? They didn't get federal monies. No undocumented immigrants get any type of federal dollars. But guess what? Now they do, at the tune of $6 million a year to the El Salvadorian government to jail them. Our actual federal dollars are going to incarcerate these immigrants instead of just returning them back to their country.
It's so crazy. It is so nuts out there. And of course, you know, like I said, my whole family, as my mother says, pats me on the shoulder and says, I still love my Democratic side of the family, which is me. Everybody else is Republican. And she will, like, if she was to get on this, she would talk your ear off about all the right stuff, quote unquote, you know, and all the good stuff that he's doing. And I'm like, you have no idea.
Nothing is good.
You have no idea. Okay, love you guys.
Love you, Kimmy. Thank you.
I
I got you. Goodness gracious. I started to cough, and every time I cough, it hurts my shoulder. That makes any sense.
Oh, that sucks.
I know. So every time I cough, I'm like, ugh, because it hurts my shoulder. Yeah, I jacked my shoulder up pretty good, apparently. I just don't want to go to I don't want to go to the doctor. I have to. I know, and I'm going to, everybody. I know. I'm going to. Just don't want to. Definitely not tendonitis. I've had tendonitis so many times. I fell. I know I injured it. TK. Hi.
I actually just came up, if I can figure out how to do this, to show you one of my 6 cats who almost has the same kind of face.
If you turn your camera on, you have to hit save. It won't turn your camera on until you hit save. There you go.
Okay.
Hold on, let me put you on the big screen so we can see your baby.
This is my baby.
That's so
Her
cute.
big sister looks just like her.
Oh, hi, baby.
And then she's a sweetie. She's been sleeping on my lap all day.
Oh, so cute. Thank you for sharing her
And her
with
sister
us.
is 2 years older, but looks just like her.
Oh, well, how cute. Thank you for sharing her with us.
Sister from another mister. Sure. Have a good evening.
You too. Thank you. What a cutie pie. So cute. If you voted for Donald Trump, you can request up. We're taking anybody right now. So anybody can come up and chat. Whether you voted for Trump or Harris, anybody can come up.
I need to go and help out.
Okay, Nemo.
Sorry.
Oh, well, thank you, Nemo. Thank you, RC Dubs. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate you hanging with us today.
Thanks. I got you. See you.
No worries. Thank you, guys. AZ Mike. Hi.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, good. Just winding up my work day in a few hours here. So,
Nice.
oh, it's crazy. You know that video that Nemo, I wish he hadn't gone yet, but but that video Nemo showed for that guy, it's like I can think of a few bars that he can show him to if he wants a good battle.
I mean, right? I mean, If that's what he's into, there's something for everyone out there. I'm just
Oh,
saying.
yeah, I'm sure there is.
I
It's
think
just hilarious.
I think he'll be okay.
Yeah. The look on the wife's face was hilarious. It was priceless.
That was so funny.
Yeah, I was like, oh my goodness.
That was so funny. I was like, oh, oh. Hey, Mitria, can you come up for a second? I'm gonna have Mitria. I have to run to the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna have Mitria come up here real quick if she can.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, did I get a cash app? Oh, Cheryl, let me go look. I don't know. Nothing. I didn't get any notifications, so let me look real quick. For some reason, sometimes I get notifications of the cash apps and demos, and sometimes I don't. I have to go look. So thank you for letting me know. And I saw Maui Wise pop in here. Girl, I woke up this morning to an extremely generous cash app from Maui Wise this morning. Like,
Oh, no.
took my breath away. Thank you.
Wow. She's incredibly generous.
She is. Oh, Cheryl, there it is.
We love Maui Wise.
Isn't she wonderful? I woke up, I'm like, what? What?
It's a nice thing to wake up to, right?
Cheryl, thank you for the $2. Oh, okay. Thank you for the $2 for the I Hate Trump $2 challenge. Okay. Cheryl's challenging everybody in here to send $2 to my Cash App or Venmo that's listed right here on this yellow banner. $2 to my Cash App or Venmo for the I Hate Trump challenge. I love that, Cheryl. Thank you. That's a great challenge. Because we all hate Trump in here. So thank you, Maui Wise. I love you. You rock, girl. You're just an amazing human being. And the words of gratitude that I have, I can't properly convey because words escape me. But she's a generous, loving, kind soul, and I appreciate her support more than she'll ever know. Okay, I caught up on my Cash App and Venmo. Oh, another one just came through. Hold on. Maui is heaven sent to you, Diava. Yes, I agree with you, One Golden. I 100% agree. Dana, thank you for the $2. I loathe yam tits. For the I Hate Trump challenge. Sean, thank you for the $2 cash app for the I Hate Trump challenge. Oh, she's like, I loathe yam tits. I love that name. Okay, Mitria, if you'll do a really quick commercial, I haven't done any today, not a single one. So if you would do one, I would really appreciate it because I have to run to the restroom super bad.
No problem, honey. I got you.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay, first of all, hello, Mike. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Hi, everybody. There's over 460 people in here. If you could please go ahead and tap that screen, share out the live. Let's try to get Diava up to 250 at least before the end of the live today. And hopefully up to around 300 shares if we could. Also, if you'd like to support the live, you can help by contributing to the gifting goal. Hi, everybody. She's still looking for the coral wreath. She's got 2 out of 20. If you could help her fill that up, that'd be great. You can also help her directly by subscribing to the channel. Any kind of gifts you give to the panel, that goes to help her as well. Also, if you'd like to contribute directly and be a Maui Wise and other donors, obviously, you can Cash App or Venmo right there at Diavatalks. It's in the yellow banner right above my head. Hi! And then also, the Daily Heart Me's, if you haven't done that, and through the Daily Heart Me's, you can give her points by commenting and then gifting afterwards. So those are always ways to tell the algorithm, hey, come check this out. We're doing great things. Well, we appreciate you all being here, obviously.
Thank you, Mitria. Oh my gosh.
Of course.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm on my I'm on my 2.0 account because my main account got a 24-hour timeout.
Yeah, you're gonna have to behave.
I didn't even say anything. It was the other guy who was saying stuff, but apparently we get knocked for what they say now. But anything else, Mike?
No, that's all. I just wanted to wish wish you a happy weekend and happy
Thank
Friday.
you.
And you have a beverage for me.
I will. I will.
An adult.
I will. I will.
Perfect. I'm toasting you now.
Thank you. Have a great Friday night. Love ya. Thank you for coming up.
Love you too. All right.
See you, Mike. Have a good night.
Ugh. Did you want to say anything while you're up here, or do you want me to let you go so you can work on your stuff for your show? Okay.
Since you got me up here,
Yeah, go ahead.
I might as well just throw out a little shout to myself.
Yes.
So for those of you who don't know, I do have a show right after Diava. It's called Good News Today, and we are doing Friendly Friday today. And during Friendly Friday, we play our fun little game. If you don't know what that is, I encourage you to come check it out. It's a lot of fun. We call it MAGA or Nah. And we choose different TV shows. I know, right?
I love it.
We choose different TV show characters or movie characters, and we let the audience tell us if they think that they're MAGA or no. And it's a lot of fun the more people we have in there. So if you're interested, please go ahead and come see us after Diva's done. But that's all. Thank you for having me up. I'm glad I could help you.
I really, truly appreciate you. Thank you so much.
I'm here when you need me.
I know you are. I appreciate you very, very much. I have the best. We've just built the most amazing, beautiful community here. And I love our community. So make sure you're following me on my main account, which is just Diavatalks. This account is Diavatalks 2. My backup is Diavatalks 3, which is down there at the very bottom of the screen. Make sure you're following that one too, just in case, because you know. And I know the TikTok ban got extended 75 days. So in 75 days, we get to worry all over again if TikTok's still going to be here or not. So fun. Not that Dana. Hi, friend. How are you?
I'm good. You know how I mentioned, I think the last time we talked, that I'm trying to move to Chicago.
Yes.
So I had a job interview yesterday. And
Yeah.
they called me today for a second follow-up interview on Monday.
Yay.
And this school is 3 miles from the neighborhood I want to live in. So
Nice.
They have all these little neighborhoods.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm just hopeful this is a sign that this is meant to be.
I'm so excited for you. That's so exciting.
And then the Chicago Teachers Union agreed to all of the terms, or the school district agreed to all of the terms with the union.
Nice.
Includes a 17 to 20% increase of cost of living over 5 years.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic. I hope you get that. That's amazing.
And so I checked out what my salary potentially could be, and it will be 6 figures.
Oh my God. That's fantastic.
Yeah. So
Oh my God. Yay.
I really, really hope this happens. And you know what? If this one doesn't come through, it's early. I still have other possibilities.
Oh, for sure. But that sounds great. I mean, you got to the second round, which is always a good sign.
Yeah. And they called me 2 hours after I submitted my resume.
Within what?
Within 2 hours of submitting my resume for the job.
Girl, you must have special, like, credentials. I'm just saying. I lost my job last May, and I still don't have a job. I have to work from home though, because of my kids. And I've applied for hundreds, if not thousands, of jobs since May of last year. Of all, even like administrative assistant. Like I'm talking like anything. I'm a paralegal.
Wow.
I'm a paralegal. You know, I was a court reporter for 15 years. Paralegal, all those things. But you can't do it from home. So I can do paralegal from home. But every job I want, they want someone that has 5 or more plus years of experience. I have the schooling and some experience, but not 5 years. But I'll never get 5 years unless someone gives me a fucking job where I can do it.
Well, my sister is a paralegal. She works for a commercial real estate company,
Mm-hmm.
and she's a lease analyst, and so she interprets all the leases, does all of that, and she permanently works from home.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. But every company that I've even put that I would do like an intake specialist at a law firm. Like take the calls, intake specialist or
Yes.
whatever. Like just to get my foot in the door at a law firm. Like I've got legal secretary. Like I've tried different ways of getting into different law firms. And I don't know if it's just remote jobs are so coveted and like there's so much competition. But I've never even gotten an interview.
Well, I'll touch base with you on Discord.
Okay.
But my sister's company, they do hire frequently, and their jobs are all remote.
Yeah, and they also don't have to pay a paralegal as much as an attorney, which is why a lot of companies do hire paralegals, because if people know about paralegals and lawyers, paralegals are the ones who put the entire case together and do all the research and do that and give it all to the attorney for them to present in court.
Exactly. I mean, they
So,
do the research.
yeah.
They do everything.
That's why I'm good at research.
Yes. And, well, I will, like I said, I'll touch base with you on Discord, but, if I can connect you with anybody, I will help you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Real quick, Erica, thank you for the $20 Venmo. I hate Trump times 10. Thank you so much. Thank you, Erica. I really appreciate you. I just had to say it before I forget because my stupid ADHD brain will forget.
I can't say his government name. He's Yam Tits.
Yeah. I love that. I love that so much. I love that so much.
Even when I'm in conversation with people, I say Yam Tits. They're like,
who?
Oh yeah, that's him.
Did you see? I changed the background earlier. Did I show you this one? Hold on. This one made me laugh right out loud.
Wow. Now, I am going to the Hands Off protest tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And my sign says 8647, my mandate.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a picture of him in the background, and I tried to make his face with his self-tanner or whatever he wears. I'm trying to make it as orange as possible.
That's so funny. If you need me to send you this picture, I can.
Yes. So, thank you for letting me come up, and I hope you have a great weekend.
You too. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Bye. Oh my God. I had to change it. That one just straight makes me laugh. Because that's what it looks like all the time. If you want access to my Discord server, it's in the link tree in my bio, but not on this account. I'm on my backup account. You'll have to go to my Diavatalks account and hit the link tree in my bio, and my Discord server's in there. What's the name? Linda Lou. Hi.
I didn't even realize I called there, sweetheart.
Oh, did you accidentally?
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Do you want me to drop you down?
No, I do have something I can do. First, thank you for everything you do, sweetheart. You're wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
But I was wondering if you could just remind everybody about tomorrow at noon. We need as many people as we can get out there.
Are you talking about the hands-off protests?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, every major city, every city capital, right?
Yes, and I'm in Ohio, and there's little places all over the state, not just at the,
at the Capitol, but everywhere. Like mine's only 45 minutes from my house.
Okay.
I'm in the middle of BFE.
Okay. I just tell everybody
It's gonna be awesome.
there's going to be outside agitators. Okay. Y'all just keep in mind there's going to be outside agitators. If you see people wearing all black or you see people like being violent or anything like that, start recording them. Have that for later because we know there's going to be outside agitators. Washington, D.C. knows that there's protests all over the country. So these outside agitators are going to come out so they can cause destruction and harm so that they can blame it on the radical, leftists and all this stuff. Take videos. If you see people doing stuff, keep your distance, but just start filming. That's the best advice I have for everybody.
Thank you, sweetie. Appreciate that so much.
You're welcome, of course. Thank you.
You're awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate you. So kind. You guys are so nice to me. Thank you. Colbs, hi. How are you?
How are you doing?
I'm doing okay today. Just hanging in there. How are you? Huh?
To give a good report, but to tell you the truth, I'm struggling through some medicinal hell right now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They've taken me off of my Abilify and my Vyvanse due to insurance reasons for this month alone.
Okay, just real quick, just be very careful. Just don't mention any other names of any. So they don't. TikTok doesn't like substance or medication names.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm not upset. I'm just saying, just going forward. But I understand.
Those two were working for me really good, and now they have me on. I'm having meltdowns. I'm making bad decisions again. My autism is getting the worst of me. I'm doing dangerous things in nightclubs that I probably shouldn't be doing. I'm drinking. I don't have a straight head. I feel like everything in my life is just spinning out of control. And I'm trying to get myself back in control. I'm being bullied online by a bunch of people in my game. And I'm trying like heck to keep the leadership of the clan, the number one clan that I'm leader of. The people that own the clan are trying to work with me, but my meltdowns are driving them crazy. And they've been getting worse these past couple of weeks. And I'm just trying like heck without going back inpatient because right now I'm on this crappy insurance that doesn't cover my doctor, that doesn't cover my medicines through the pharmacy that I go through. So I'm doing a lot of stuff out of pocket and I'm still unemployed. If I could get a paralegal job or something working from home part-time because I filed for disability and I'm waiting for them to review my medical records and all that. So I'm doing the best I can.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry too. I'm trying real hard to bring you positive reports.
I know it's okay. You're not every day is going to be sunshine and rainbows and unicorns, honey. That's life. So don't feel bad because you're struggling. We all struggle at different times for different reasons. So don't apologize for that. We can't always have positive reports. I mean, let's just be honest. Have you tried reaching out to the manufacturer of any of the medications that you take? Because I personally, one of my medications is $6,000 a month. Obviously, my insurance only covers maybe like 2,000 of that, 2,400 or something like that. So
$300 was good.
So manufacturer, Jesus, couldn't say it. The manufacturer, I called the manufacturer and they have a like patient
discount,
like financial availability or whatever. Anyway, they cover the difference. I think I pay $5 a month. So check with the manufacturers of the program. and see if they have any type of like patient assistance program, because most of them do. Because especially when the medications are high, they know people don't have that money out of pocket. I mean, they don't have it. And that's like, this is like the second or third manufacturer of different medications I've taken over the years that have all had some type of patient assistant program where I've had to pay $5, $10, sometimes nothing monthly to get my medication. So definitely check with the manufacturer of those medications.
Okay, definitely. Thank you for that advice.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I appreciate you when I can catch you live.
Yeah, and also look up. Do you have Good RX?
Yes, in fact.
Do you have the Mark Cuban one too? I think Mark Cuban has a pharmaceutical company too, and it's a cost plus plan. Yeah, cost plus plan, where sometimes you can get them cheaper than than what your insurance covers.
And I was able. They got me on one today. That's not a very good one for autism and bipolar, but I was able to get it. Normally it would be over $300, and I was able to get it with Good RX for like $76.
Okay.
And I'll be getting a better insurance starting May 1st, but I went through the marketplace in Colorado to a broker and was able to actually get like a really good insurance plan for $71 a month.
Oh, that's wonderful. I know, but in the meantime, you've got a month gap where you got to survive. I got it. My thing to you is, I know this is going to be hard, and I know this is probably obvious what I'm going to say, but my advice to you, like girl to girl here, especially when you're vulnerable, stay out of bars.
Yes, ma'am.
I made some horrific decisions when I was going through my divorce from my ex-husband. I just didn't want to be home. I didn't want to be home alone because he'd have my kids. And I was used to being with my kids 24/7. And all of a sudden, my whole world gets upended. And a week at a time, I don't have my kids. You know, my whole world was spinning. So I had a bunch of different groups of friends, and they would say, here, come meet me here. Let's go out here. And so I was going out all the time just to not be alone with myself, or alone with my thoughts, or alone with my kids. So I would go out with my friends and we'd be hitting up the bars. And I made really bad decisions that I could have been harmed by. Just thankfully I didn't. And it's hard to do because your mind is reeling. So that kind of numbs it for a while, and that you want to numb it. I get it. Like, I get it. But you also don't want to put yourself in a danger. And other than like scrolling on TikTok or something like that, I would stay offline too, where people are bullying you. I just stay off aware of those sites that you're on. Go do something else. Look at something else. Scroll through TikTok, just mindlessly scroll through TikTok and look at videos or something. Don't subject yourself to the harassment, because people are very unkind.
Yes.
And specifically now, especially towards transgender individuals, they feel emboldened to be just as grotesque as they possibly can be. And they don't know what mentally they're doing to people when they do that. And they don't, and neither do they care. Huh?
I had a guy almost break my arm last night. I was dancing with him, and he was very, very rough with me.
Ow.
I told him, you're supposed to finesse a lady on the dance floor. You're not supposed to act like you're gonna R them on the dance floor.
Yeah.
It's like you have to show, when you're leading, you have to show
leadership. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But not force. Exactly.
Right.
And I just wanted to tell you one other thing. And I did learn that when I would go out to the bars and stuff, I only felt numb for those little bit of time. But then I realized that alcohol is actually a depressant. So it actually, once you start coming out of it, you actually feel worse. So maybe, I don't know.
Yes, ma'am. I'll need your advice.
I'm just trying to help you just because I've been there, not in the same way you have. Obviously, I'm not saying that I know anything how you feel at all.
Okay.
I'm, but just at a very difficult time in my life where I lost my ex-husband, or I didn't lose him. He didn't unalive, but he left me and married somebody else. And upended my whole life. And I was with him since I was 15, from 15 till I was 38. And then all of a sudden, I'm just by myself, never dated, never done anything, never got to, sow any wild oats or anything. So boy, did I sow them after the divorce and made some really bad decisions. But it was because I was hurting.
Yes.
It was because I was hurting.
That's where I'm at.
That's my advice to you would just be try to avoid those places. Volunteer somewhere. Volunteer at a soup kitchen. Volunteer at a food pantry. Volunteer somewhere where it keeps your mind occupied and you're doing something good for someone else, and it'll in turn make you feel good. Even if it's just temporary, it'll do the same thing as going to the bars, but in a different way.
Okay.
To where you're not putting yourself in danger.
Okay.
Stay launched. Stay launched is one of my followers in here. She just put in here, I followed you. Message me if you need some help or someone to talk to. Her name is Stay Launched. So if you want to just scroll back a little bit. Yeah. Because she's been asked, yeah. Because there's people in here that would like to reach out and to help you and stuff like that and give you someone to talk to when you feel low like that. Oh yeah, volunteering at an animal rescue, that will soothe your soul. Animal rescues make you feel so good. I'm not trying to dismiss how you're feeling or that you're struggling with your medications and with many different things all at once. So I hope you don't think I'm downplaying that, because I promise you I'm not. I'm just trying to give you, just trying to give you good advice, even if it feels like I'm being, kind of heartless. I hope I'm not coming across that way.
You're not heartless.
Because I genuinely care. Like I genuinely care. Mitria, I brought you up here thinking that you might have something specific you wanted to say to Colby.
Yeah. First of all, stop being heartless. No, I'm just kidding.
I know, I'm such an ogre.
I know, right? But no, Colby, I did have a little trick if you want to try it.
Yes.
But go with me on a quick journey real fast. When you decide you're going to go out to the bar, do you often get ready?
Yes.
Do you have a mirror that you get ready in?
Yes.
I want you to put a note on that mirror. And I want that note to say stop in all caps. And I want that to be a reminder to you to stop and think about what you're doing. And if it's going to lead to something negative for you.
Thank you.
Okay. Because if you start making those decisions like that, but you need a little bit of a trigger to kind of get to that point, maybe that will help you. And maybe when you look at that stop sign on your mirror, you're going to go, wait, Demetria said to stop and just take a couple breaths and think about what I'm doing. And if you see that, then sometimes that will help you. I don't want to get too personal, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Before my stroke and everything, I was in a very deep depression. I was drinking a lot more than I ever should have been. I was doing other things that I should not have been. And if it makes you feel any better, the best outcome to that situation was me having a stroke to hit the reset button. The other options were much, much worse. So as just a little bit of a friend who understands that, just put a note on that mirror and make sure that every time you see it, yep, we can see the mirror.
Yep.
Every time you see that sign on the mirror, that just needs to be your cue to stop and think. Okay. Does that make sense? And you know what? That can also be your cue to stop and reach out to somebody. That can also be your cue to stop and just change directions. All of that. So, I just wanted to come up here and give you that little piece of advice because that did start helping me. And it just takes your mind off of it. Like it also brings you out of that weird fog because I know there's a fog that happens and you're like, you know what? I can't do this.
Yeah.
I have to go to the bar. I have to drown these sorrows. And then, like Diava said, it's a depressant. Okay. It just continues the process. It's a cycle thing. So yes, you want to break that cycle. Okay. All right, love. But I just want to come out and show some support. You know, I'm always here for you too.
Yeah, and don't be ashamed or scared to reach out. Don't be scared or don't be scared or ashamed that you're going to bother somebody. Don't be scared or ashamed that you're going to bring somebody else down. Don't be scared or ashamed to reach out for help when you need it. Because if people are offering their help to you, that means that they care or they wouldn't offer it.
Yes. Right. Okay.
Stay Launched asked to come up here specifically to say something to you as well.
I requested to follow you. Stay Launched.
Oh, thanks, Colbs. Yeah, follow me and we can talk. You know, I'll even send you my phone number. And the thing is, you're not going to find any solutions in a bar. Right. I would definitely reach out to AA. I would reach out to Al-Anon. I would reach out to food banks. Mm-hmm. I would start taking some natural supplements. Like ashwagandha and lion's mane to, you know, if you can't get your prescriptions, then you have to go to holistic, you know, modalities. And I see you. I don't know what state you're in. What state are you in?
Colorado.
Okay, I'm in New Mexico. I'm just south of you.
Okay.
If you need to come down here, I will support you. I'm driving a school bus. You know, I've got a couple of dogs. I'm a lesbian. I'm 56 years old. I just want you to know you're not alone.
No, not at all.
Okay. No.
You're not alone. And the other thing, my mom was a hippie, and she would get her lipstick. She would get her lipstick, and she would write on her bathroom mirror, MYOB, which means mind your own business.
Okay.
Mind your own business. You don't need to be going up into bars. You know, there are support communities. You know, you're in a blue state.
Yes.
I'm in a blue state.
Yeah.
Well,
Lucky.
if you're getting bullied, then
I'm in a pretty Republican county, though.
Well, then maybe you need to get the fuck out of there.
Okay.
Well, she doesn't have a job right now, so I know that's hard to move if you don't have money. But you can find your people.
Go ahead.
Employment that's going to last for 3 more weeks, and then that runs out unless they extend it.
Do you have animals?
3 dogs.
3?
Yes.
Are they healthy?
Yes. She left me with, one of them is mine, and my ex-wife left me with 2 of hers.
Okay. Hey, I want to ask you, where are you in Colorado? I'm just curious.
If you don't want to say exactly, I wouldn't say where you are exactly.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yes.
On the internet? Yeah. But, oh, no, Colorado Springs is a very red area. I do know that.
Yes.
All right, so Colbs, just follow me.
Okay.
And
I
let's
sent a
talk
request to follow you.
offline.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's talk offline. And
Okay.
listen, you're not alone. You're not alone.
Thank you.
But listen, keep your ass out of the bars. You know better.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
You know better. Come on.
Yes, ma'am. I do.
I love you. I love you.
Have you set up a GoFundMe or anything to try to help you with expenses so that you might be able to move to a little bluer area?
Not yet, no.
Okay. Well, let me know.
Cash App, but as far as GoFundMe, I don't have a GoFundMe.
Okay. Well, maybe
I will
stay
drive
launched. I was gonna say stay launched. Maybe you can talk about maybe helping set up a GoFundMe for her or whatever. Because a lot of people in the comments. There we go. Comment section is asking if we should set up a GoFundMe to try to help get, that way we can get some money in there for medication, get some money in there for
And I never want to take advantage of your community. I love this.
No, you're not.
No.
You are not taking advantage. And I saw Hill in the comments.
Yeah.
She was asking, do you have a vehicle?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm kind of stuck in a lease, so that's the one thing that I pay every month is my truck.
Your truck?
Yeah, let's get a GoFundMe, and I will drive up there and get you, and I'll get your dogs, and let's bring you down to Albuquerque. I don't care.
Okay.
I'll tell you where I am. I don't care.
Okay.
I have a few. I don't care. I'm not afraid of Trump or anything.
We will help you. Like the community here will help you. And if we wouldn't offer if we didn't want to. You're not taking advantage of anybody. We're offering help to you, that people are offering you personal help. So don't take it as anything other than an act of love from people that just want to help you.
Okay. I love you so much.
Of course.
All right, let's stay in touch. I love you guys.
All right, you guys.
Okay, all right.
Colb's.
Everybody be safe. I love you.
Yes.
Mwah, love you too. Colb's.
It's so sweet.
Colb's, make sure you get in touch with Stay Launched. Exchange numbers so that she can talk to you and help you. And so, but don't ever feel like you're a bother or that you're any of those things that you're thinking. Those are things that you're thinking in your head that nobody in this live is thinking. So.
Okay.
So don't you this is a safe place for you. This is a safe place for you. So you have all the support that you need right here, and multiple people who are offering it. So just hang in there. Keep yourself safe. Keep yourself safe.
Yes, ma'am.
And make sure you reach out to those that have reached out to you and let them help you. Okay.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Some time with someone else.
No worries. When you jump down or whenever you get off this live, I put your Cash App in your bio. So if people want to help you, and send you some cash or send you some money on Cash App or the GoFundMe, whatever, but I would just put it in your bio. That way, if you come up again, I'm like, hey, if anybody wants to donate, Cash App's in the bio. So. Okay.
Cool. Perfect. I'll do that.
All right.
Thank you.
You hang in there. You're doing great, beautiful.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Matria. Thank you, Matria. Thank you, Stay Launched. Thank you for everybody in the comment sections for being so kind and loving. That's what we do. That's what my community does here. We uplift each other. We don't tear each other down. Somebody needs help. We're going to help. And transgender people in this country are being unfairly and unjustly targeted for no reason other than being themselves. It's grotesque. And that's why I say, oh, thank you. Thank you, Living. That's why I always say, thank you, Go. Thank you so much for the galaxies. Wow. But thank you. Wow. I'm going to be living. Wow. So Living with the Louds. Thank you so much. That's just so kind. So nice. So I think that we have to, remember how I was saying we have to stand up and fight with each other? We have to stand up and protect those that are being harmed. It's up to us to protect the people that, okay, Colby just put her Cash App in the comment section if you want. It's Colbster25. It's right in the comment section. If you guys want to help donate to her, please feel free. We have to lift each other up. and especially the people that are being marginalized, and then not just being marginalized, but then being attacked and stuff like that. We have to help them. We have to help them. I've told you before, we're all going to need each other to get through this mess of everything. So this is what happens. Hi, Nelson. How are you, hon?
I'm fine. Actually, I'm not.
I was going to say your voice sounds a little upset.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Go ahead.
I was a little upset. I was a lot upset today. As a retired Staff Sergeant United States Marine Corps, that the President nor the Vice President could take time out of their day to honor return of the servicemen.
I agree. The dignified transfer. I can't believe that neither one of them, after they were so disgusting about Joe Biden looking at his watch that his son had given him when he was receiving the soldiers' bodies, and they clutched their pearls so hard and they were so mad. They came up in my lives, what a piece of crap Biden was for doing that, blah, 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 blah. And then this motherfucker goes to a golf dinner instead of going to the dignified transfer of these 4 soldiers. And Vance is a vet.
He's supposed to be a Marine?
Yeah.
Really? Really?
Right?
We don't claim him.
It's awful.
Don't claim him. I don't claim the president because I disrespect him anyway. I went where he wouldn't. Corporal Bone Spurs. I remember.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
So I respect your office, but I don't respect the man. And I'm getting to the point where I don't even respect the office. Not the way it's going.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. I'm looking at this and I'm saying, wait a minute. This can't be real.
Because this isn't a president, Nelson.
What?
It's not a president. He's acting like a dictator. He's not acting like a president. So you can't respect his presidency because he's not acting like a president.
I don't know. I know one thing I do know is this can't go on.
I agree.
It just can't. Because right now we look like a third world country. He's alienated not this one.
All of our allies. Mm-hmm. He sure has.
What?
He is literally the worst of us.
See, and it's too late for them now. But see, if we had Kamala, this would not have been like this.
Nope. They said she was going to get us into World War III. She was going to, all this kind of stuff. I'm like, give me a break.
Kamala had a plan laid out. Black and white. All you had to do is take time enough to read it.
Yep.
Against his.
Yep.
I don't understand. I don't.
I know, Nelson. I don't either.
But I just had to get on because I was kind of boiling inside.
I know. I was mad too. I was like, and these are the first soldiers. He's been president for 3 months. He's the first soldiers that have fallen in this administration, and he couldn't be bothered to even show up.
He doesn't have any idea of what he just did. He doesn't know. It's going to turn around and bite him right in the ass.
I don't know. I mean, for most veterans, yes. But probably not the MAGA. They'll make some excuse.
I'm talking about veterans. I'm talking about active duty.
I agree.
Okay. This is not what we took an oath for.
No, it's not.
This is not it. Okay, and
That's right.
I don't see how long this is going to keep on going, but I hope it's not long.
I hope so too, buddy, because this is not sustainable.
Yep. Anyway, I just wanted to hop in and.
Thank you, love. I appreciate you.
Okay, sweetheart.
I'm glad you got that off your chest because it was bugging me too. But I'm not a veteran, so I can imagine it bugged you way more than ever would it bugged me.
Yes,
As a human being, it bothers me. As an American, it bothers me. But as a veteran, I could see why you would be seething.
Yeah, me, 80 years old. Been there, done that.
Well, thank you, Nelson. You have a good Friday night, love, okay?
So well, sweetheart. Thank you.
All right. Take care. Bye. Beach Bum Wannabe. Hey. All right, everybody. Thank you guys for being here today. I know it's about 3 minutes before, but I have food being delivered at 7. So I'm going to get off now so I make sure that I'm ready. But thank you guys so much. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the Cash App and Venmos. But just thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of my wonderful community. Thank you for being there for the people that need it. Thank you for always being willing to donate and to help people that come up on these lives that need help. It's so special. And I'm so proud and honored and to have you guys as being part of my community. And I wouldn't want it any other way. So I love you guys. I appreciate you so much. If I don't get my other account restored before 4 o'clock tomorrow, I'll be back on this one, at least for the first little bit. But I'll probably get my other account unbanned because I didn't do anything wrong. So I'll either be on my main account or this one tomorrow, but I'll be here tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern. We'll do this all over again. I love you so much. Have a great night. Stay safe. Make good choices. And have a good night. Thank you. All right, my TikTok folk. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate you guys too. I appreciate, make sure you're all subscribed to my YouTube channel so that we can get my numbers up. But thank you guys for being here. Thank you for you guys over on Twitch. Thank you guys for everything. I really appreciate all of you too. So have a great night and I'll see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern.